Live from the Oakland Coliseum Arena, it's RHI action here on Sports Channel as the Oakland Skates are... Hi everyone, I'm Dan Mercenowski and he's Chris. Ready for the start of the game, and let's take a look at the starting goaltender for the visiting Oklahoma Coyotes. There he is, Lance Carlson, an outstanding young goaltender that played for the Fresno Falcons of the Pacific Northwest Hockey League and actually won a championship there with an 8.59 goals against average. He starts in the nets. Rest of the lineup for Coach Mike Kennedy, Doug Lawrence, Brian Shantz up front, Scott Drevich, and veteran Dale Henry back. And there's a look at Mike Kennedy, who scored his first NHL goal against the San Jose Sharks. Here's the starting lineup for the Oakland Skates. In goal, there he is, the man, Mark Cavillan, 3-4 record, 6.31 goals against average. He's number 2 in saves in RHI play with 385. Rest of the lineup for the Oakland Skates, coached by Sean Clouston. There it is, Sasha Lakovich, Jason Krukl, Sly No, and Chad Siebel will be the starting four for the Skates, the hometown team. Don Moffat, the referee, is getting set for the opening face-off between Sasha Lakovich of the Skates and also Dale Henry of the Oklahoma Coyotes. And we're underway as Brian Shantz, former Oakland Skate, shoots one toward the goal, knocked down. Nice block by Sly No. Here's a headman feed on the left. Sasha Lakovich being marked by Scott Drevich. He stick handles into the zone, spins on the near boards, throws it out in front for Sly No, but Dale Henry broke it up. Backhand shot up high. As trailing the play, Jason Krukl had a chance, but he just missed the goal. Now it's picked up by Brian Shantz. Stick handle up the board, speeds it over to Doug Lawrence, one of the all-time leading players in the history of this game. But the Coyotes lose it. Here's a breakaway. The shot right on by Krukl. Second chance here early in the first quarter, but Jason Krukl comes up empty as Lance Carlson makes the save. And look at the blonde hair flowing out of Jason Krukel's helmet there, almost in a disorganized disappointment, you might say.
Yeah, it was Dan, a very good choice of shots by Krukl. Watch him go now. Actually, an outstanding play from Lakovich. We should point that out. Right between two players, gets it up to Krukl. Now watch his choice. Going to be right there on the far post side, and he got the skate out there and made the save. So a nice choice by Krukl, a better choice of save opportunity from the goaltender Carlson. Great save.
All right, ready for the face-off to the left side of the goaltender, Lance Carlson, with 11:18 to go in the first quarter. So far, scoreless roller hockey here at the Coliseum Arena. Skates win the draw on the right point. Ogle Robertson flips toward the goal, and it's up in the seats off the stick save. As we have a couple of former members of the Oakland Skates on this visiting Oklahoma Coyotes team. The one player that comes to mind is Doug Lawrence. Big blonde-haired kind of a guy. There's a look at him right there. See the blonde hair flowing out of the locks on the left of your screen? Well, all of that is part of the package with the man who's the all-time RHI assist leader with a total of 113 in his career. Of course, he plays hockey in the regular ice hockey season in Oklahoma City and in Tulsa, so he's an outstanding player.
And Lawrence is somebody that's very popular here in Oakland. The fans before the game chanting his name. He was here when former St. Louis Blue Gary Unger, who was coach of the Oakland Skates for a couple of seasons, was here.
Yeah, he actually plays for the Tulsa Oilers, as I mentioned earlier. He played in Oklahoma City in that Central Hockey League as a visitor. Learned to like the town, and so he's coming here to play roller hockey. Back to action now. The Oakland Skates have had the better of the territorial edge as Jason Duberman tosses back to Jeff Sebastian. And back to Duberman, a drive wide. Both Jeff Sebastian and Duberman were roughed up last night against San Diego. More on that as the telecast goes on. Right now, here come the Coyotes. They lose control once again. Steve Chelios on the court for the first time as a member of the Oakland Skates at home. Throws it ahead, and now here are the Skates getting upended. Good check there taken by Todd Harris as he walks in with a backhanded pass to the left to Joe Burton, and the guy they called Smokin' Joe's flipped it wide of goaltender Mark Cavillan. So far, no shots on goal for the Coyotes, 2 for the Skates, but the score is 0-0. 10:14 to go in the first quarter. Right now, the Coyotes forechecking a little bit. George Zajankova, one of the unique names in this game, tries to fire the shot, but it went wide. Steve Chelios with number 42 on the back of his sweater. Just trying to get it free there, but it's taken away from him. Dale Henry back behind the net, backhands around the left wing boards. George Zajankova in the left wing corner now will stick handle away from Duberman. He's got control of the puck. He uses his teammate as a pick, and he throws to his left to Harris. He shoots it, and it's wide of the goaltender Cavillan. Nothing much for opportunities offensively for this visiting Oklahoma Coyotes team. Both teams a little bit tired from last night's action in Southern California. 9:33 to go in the first quarter. Here comes Chris Robertson. He gets hit really hard by Harris. Nice hit by Todd Harris with the shoulder check. Stepping in, Chelios to work the puck free. He's got it on the left wing boards, but he's nailed by Zajanto. Got the pass out, and Kerry Biet shooting it, but it's right on goal and sticked aside by Lance Carlson. Dale Henry and Roman Hubelek fighting for it, controlled in the corner. Henry knocked Roman Hubelek away from it, so the Coyotes able to toss it out. And handling the puck now, Chuck Loretto. Throws it ahead, but it's blocked by Scott Drevich, and one of the leaders of the Oklahoma Cowboys comes the other way. Lead on the left wing side for Brian Shantz. Loses as it goes off his stick. Recovered by Lawrence. Taps it back to the point. Spinning there, Dale Henry has it. Throws it to the left wing side. Taken by Scott Drevich. Shoots one, blocked. Nice play by Chris Lafreniere. And it just bounced over goaltender Mark Cavalin and to his left. Picked up by the skates. Loretto speeds way down the left wing side. Rink wide feed. Goes to Biet. A drive right on. Save made by Carlson. Big rebound in front, but both players, Lawrence and Loretto, fell down. We've got a whistle for a holding penalty. That appears to be called against the visiting Oklahoma Coyotes.
Yeah, that's Doug Lawrence who's going to get the penalty, Dan. And whole play set up by Chris Lafreniere's attacking defense on a little one-on-one break on top of Cavalin. The puck comes back up the court, and Loretto draws the penalty. Lawrence hooked in there. Lawrence doesn't like it right now. He's complaining. But nevertheless, I think it was an accurate call from Moffat. As you see the shot come on now from wide right of the goaltender, goalie Carlson makes the nice blocker save. Puck comes right out, and there, just coming into your picture on the high side of it, is Chuck Loretto. Lawrence pulled him down because Loretto had the move on him. But nevertheless, Chris Lafreniere did not get enough credit on that, Dan. He came in and attacked that player coming in on top of his goalie and forced him to shoot over him. That allowed them to get the transition game going.
No score so far, no antics on the bench tonight, but we do want to remind you that Coach Sean Clouston is going to be mic'd tonight. So get those earplugs ready, because he usually gives you an earful of intellectual verbiage during the course of a game. We'll try to get that to you here on Sports Channel. No score so far. Here's Steve Chelios throwing it deep as the penalty called on Lawrence. Power play hockey for the skates. Duberman driving one on goal. Nice save down low. Good work with the feet of goaltender Carlson. The skates keep it in the zone, but now lose it. Cleared all the way down by defenseman Jamie Hearn.
Boy, Oakland almost scored, Dan. Steve Chelios missed the net by just about a foot. They set up a perfect screenplay, and Carlson, he didn't see that puck come wide of him.
There's Chelios with the puck. He's playing the point with Chris Robertson. Chelios stick-handed. He's flipped pass to Robertson on the left. He curls to his right, tosses to his left in the corner to Justin Duberman. Back to the left point, Robertson winds up, shoots, kick, save, made, rebound. Duberman tries to drive it, but backing up to make that second save was goaltender Carlson, and the puck never got there, but Carlson hit the net and knocked it out of position.
Carlson took his right shoulder and banged into the net and knocked it off of the goal line, and he's sort of moving around a little bit slow right now. He moved his shoulder a couple of times. That had to sting. He went full force in there thinking that the puck was going into the net, went over and the puck was a little bit wide. He clipped it a little bit, but nevertheless jammed his shoulder into there. We'll see how he responds to that.
And face off to the right side of Lance Carlson. Power play for another 46 seconds, with Lawrence's penalty continuing for the Coyotes. And Chelios looking like a centerman going into the circle for Oakland. He's on with Duberman, No, and Robertson. The puck is dropped, but Brian Shantz wins the draw for the penalty-killing Coyotes. Got it around the back of the net. That's cleared all the way down with 35 seconds to go on that penalty to Doug Lawrence. Sean Clouston is yapping a little bit on the bench, so maybe we'll listen in for the rest of this power play. 25 seconds left.
You guys are still going, all right? Same guys are still going, still going.
Here's the shot right on, stopped by Cavalin. First shot on goal for the Coyotes, shorthanded. Final 10 seconds of the power play as you see. Sean Clouston talking to his boys as here comes the skate attack. Robertson a drive, a nice save up into the seats as the penalty has expired.
Change him up, Sasha, you
Carlson's
stay.
Been the story of this game, as you hear
You get your lines
Coach
up next
Clouston
there.
having some instructions for his players.
Dan, that was a nice play from Chris Robertson to blast that puck and look for Justin Duberman right in front of the net, and a bigger play from Carlson, the goaltender. Just beautiful. You know, that play is underrated. You see that, and it goes up into the stands, and folks say, oh, well, he deflected. It's going to be a faceoff. But I'll tell you what, there's a lot of excitement in that play. That puck was blasted. It was ripped, and Duberman had to stick right there, and Carlson anticipated so well and just knocked it about 50 rows back up. Outstanding hockey.
Face-off between Jim Magoo of the visiting Coyotes and Kerry Biette of the Oakland Skates. And you see the puck going to the right side of Lance Carlson with 6:50 to go in the first quarter. So far, scoreless roller hockey here at the Oakland Coliseum Arena. Back on the Oakland side of the court, Jeff Sebastian picks up from Kerry Biette, angles it off the boards to Chucky Loretto. And Loretto circles, being watched by Dale Henry as he skates up the court. On the right side into the zone, throws it deep with a backhand pass to Sebastian. He cuts around the fallen defender, skates into the right wing corner, has Roman Hubelek behind the net. There's the pass to him. He back skates to the near corner, throws it out in front, but it's broken up by Dale Henry and deflects all the way back to the red line. Final 6:19 to go in the first quarter, and Hubelek forced to throw it back to his goaltender. Kavalin nearly hit the linesman as he tossed it off the right wing boards, but got it across the red line where it's controlled by Oklahoma. There's a headman feed in front. Quick play in front. Dale Henry dropped it off the shot. They score. Quick angle drive by the Oklahoma Coyotes, and it barely trickled in. Good opportunity there as it fed over. Jimmy Magoo just deflected with the wrist. Looked like he might get credit for the goal.
And he should. Jim Magoo with a beautiful play. It looked like a real tough angle, and I believe there was a screen in front of Mark Kavalin. Now watch them spread this court out, Dan. Look at how wide they are right there. The great players do that. They widen it and then they shorten it when they see they have an angle. And you saw there Magoo was way wide. He was deep in the corner, got a great pass, and then came in and caught Kavalin moving on the play. Kavalin not set, and he blasted the puck in there. That's why it's 1-0 Oklahoma.
That was a look at Jim Magoo, and in case he looks familiar, he looks exactly like his brother, Mick Magoo, a referee in the NHL. Here's an opportunity for Krukul that just whistles up off the crossbar. Good chance for the Skates to tie it. Sasha Lakovic and Krukul combine to keep it in play and on the attack. Nice drop pass by Slino to Krukul, who tees it up, shoots it right on. Nice save made by Carlson. So far has been the story in the first period as the shots on goal favor Oakland 8-2, but the score is 1-0 Oklahoma. Those Slino shots stopped, glove save made by goaltender Carlson, and he's on his back, but he's been on his feet most of the first quarter. The Coyotes lead the Skates 1-0. We'll be back in a moment.
RHI action here at the Oakland Coliseum. Oklahoma 1, Oakland 0 on the power play moments ago. The Oakland Skates, watch them set up this play. At the end of the power play, you watch Chris Robo-Robertson finally get the pass and then let one go here with no time remaining on the man advantage. Look at this deflection try now. Two Skates in front of the net. There is a Slino, and to the right of your picture, you only see his stick. That was Justin Duberman, and a nice aggressive save from the goaltender, Carlson, to come out there. But nice play from Robertson. He sees he's got a couple of people that are getting in behind the defense of Oklahoma. They took a chance. It didn't happen, but chances are the only way, Dan, that you're going to put goals in the net.
Here's Coach Mike Kennedy of the Oklahoma Coyotes. Scored a goal against the San Jose Sharks a couple of times during the course of last season. He's the youngest coach in all of professional sports at 23 years of age, and is a forward for the Dallas Stars of the National Hockey League. 1-0. His team is winning. Oklahoma ahead of Oakland. Right now, the Skates with a 2-on-1. There's a breakaway opportunity for Chelios. He spins, he fakes, he shoots. It's a backhander that he fanned on, and goaltender Carlson might have gotten a piece of it and knocked it wide. Scott Drevich headmans to Brian Shantz. Moves right around Duberman. 2-on-1. He gets the pass back. He shoots. Save made by Kavalin. Dale Henry, the other forward on the play, stick handles the rebound on the left wing boards, and he'll skate it back toward what you might call the point area in the offensive zone here in the Oakland Coliseum. A toss goes to Doug Lawrence. Lawrence, the all-time assist leader in this league, drops it over to Henry. In front, Shantz shoots, score! Tremendous setup by the Oklahoma Coyotes, and it ends up with Shantz driving into the net. Oklahoma leads it 2-0.
There's nothing cheap about that goal. You know, you hate to see a goal come flickering by your goaltender and rolling across the line. We've seen two blistered shots that have gone into the back of the net. Shantz's goal was just ripped here, and it's certainly not a laughing matter for Oakland right now. As you watch this play set up, now watch the good corner work from Henry, a former National Hockey League player, who drops it right back across the center of the court to Shantz, who one-times it, and it's 2-0 Oklahoma leading the Skates.
Brian Shantz with his 12th goal of the year, assisted by Lawrence and by Dale Henry. That was a beautifully executed play by a couple of veterans in the ice hockey world. You said Chris Collins, the former New York Islander, Dale Henry, a big part of that play. And Doug Lawrence has been around in the Central Hockey League for a number of years. 2-0, Oklahoma leading, but here come the Skates. Chuck Loretto flips it in deep to the right side of Lance Carlson, and Biette tries to one-hand one in the corner, but the pass deflected a bit there by Magoo of Oklahoma, and he tosses it back down the court inside the Oakland zone. Right back behind the Oakland goal. Mark Cavalli has had such a strong year for the Skates. Throws it over to Lafreniere. Headman to Hubelek now, and here's Hubelek with it for Oakland. Nifty stick handling. Hubelek circles all the way back to the red line. Now spins to his right, being watched there by Todd Harris, but the pass flipped off a deflection out of action, and we've got a whistle and a stoppage in play. If you've never seen indoor soccer before, you've got a chance to check it out right here on Sports Channel as we bring you exclusive San Jose Grizzlies matchups this year that you can't get anywhere else. Tune in Sunday when the Grizzlies battle the Seattle Sea Dogs live at 6 p.m. only on Sports Channel and only with Rich Mahoney and me. We're looking forward to bringing you the action from San Jose Arena. And those Seattle Sea Dogs are an outstanding team, so if you've got a chance to go down to San Jose Arena on Sunday to see the Grizzlies, you might want to check it out.
Hey, Dan, Kerry Biet is going to get a 90-second interference penalty on Todd Harris, and I'm dumbfounded how this penalty could have been called. It was just an easy, innocent play where the player barely even touched Biet Harris, and they called interference. It was an immediate call, which surprised me because the Oklahoma team had control of the puck once they made the call. So
well, that's why I didn't mention it, because they had control of the play, and you think they'd let them keep going, but it didn't happen. And right now the Coyotes on the power play flip it on net. Nice little pretty setup there, and Drevic's little drive is stopped in front of the net by goaltender Mark Cavalli, and play is called.
Well, many times, folks, now watch this wide now. Watch what happens. Hubelek's going to go wide. Now, see right there on the RHI logo, boom. Now, you see that a million times in the National Hockey League, and the player didn't even get stopped. Usually they say it's a penalty if the interference impedes the man or knocks him onto the ground from getting to the puck. He didn't even stop. Maybe in the NBA that's a foul. You rarely see that called in the NHL. In that location, center court.
Short-handed, here come the Skates. Robo Robertson walking in, but is double-teamed by a combination of Shantz and Lawrence, and Doug Lawrence has it for the RHI's Oklahoma Coyotes. And on the power play for the next minute, the Coyotes flip it in deep, but it's going to be a whistle. Should be an illegal clear here, as after the whistle, a big hit in the corner.
Well, the fans are certainly getting into this game already. A bit frustrated here. Certainly it's not been for a lack of chances. Oakland has had their extremely good chances against Carlson, but he's come up bigger. There have been a couple of nice chances for Oklahoma that they've buried. It's one thing, if you want to win on the road, Dan Rusanowski, you have got to bury your chances early and often.
2-0. The Coyotes of Oklahoma lead the Oakland Skates, and still 55 seconds to go on the power play opportunity for the visiting Oklahoma team. As Mike Kennedy, you see him looking on there with some interest. Face-off will be coming up just inside the Oklahoma zone, and the power play team, the Coyotes, win the draw. One of the point men, Doug Lawrence, flips it ahead. Down the left wing side comes Brian Shantz. He has some room to skate. He's walking right in on the backhand. He loses his balance in the slot and flipped it wide. 39 seconds to go on the power play for Oklahoma as Scott Drevic handles on the right point. Backhand pass to the near boards to Shantz, throws to his left, stopped there by Lawrence, but it bounced away from his stick. He recovers, gives to Shantz, now on the right to Drevic. Back to the point, stopped by Shantz, watched by Lafreniere. He's causing some trouble, but he hands it to Drevic. He shoots his right on. Nice little save down low with the pad of goaltender Mark Cavalli. And as you see, 14 seconds to go on the power play, but the Coyotes give it away, yet Drevic getting back, steals it from Steve Chelios. And here are the final seconds of the Oklahoma power play. Lawrence charges across the line, penalty just about over. As he moves to his left, he walks in, shot, kick, save made. Off of Lawrence by goaltender Cavalli, and out of the penalty box, down the left wing side, Biet looking for the pass, he has it, he has a breakaway, he fakes, he shoots, great sliding, diving save by Carlson. That was a brilliant stop as the Coyotes come back the other way. 2-on-2 break, Burton in front of the net. Smoking Joe, tripped there by Biet. No penalty called by referee Don Moffitt, and the Oakland Skates really dodging a bullet there, as it probably should have been a call. Meantime, it's inside the Oakland zone to the left side of Mark Cavalli. Giveaway in the corner there by Sly No, intercepted by Lawrence. Doug Lawrence makes his way out toward the slot, now drops it back. Hearn has control of it. Stick handles around No, throws it in front, the deflection, the backhand, right on goal, save made by Mark Cavalli, and he's able to hold on. Cavalli and the Skates have to keep hanging on. As you see the Oklahoma City Cowboys shaking their head, but they still lead it 2-0. What what does Mark Kavalin have to do besides pull the mask on? He's playing very well tonight, but the Oklahoma Coyotes lead the Skates 2-0 with 1:34 to go here in the first quarter at the Oakland Coliseum Arena. He's made a couple of dandy stops tonight, yet there's been more opportunities than close range, and we remember from past Oakland Skates games. Here's the face-off. We're underway. Justin Duberman is chopped by George Zajankala. Duberman protecting the puck, lost his balance, but he left the puck and regains. Now put it right into Zajankala's pads. Captain of the team, George Zajankala, had a chance to shoot it back the other way, but he couldn't control his balance, and so the Skates keep it inside the Oklahoma zone. Nice hit on the near boards there by Oklahoma as they throw it ahead. Donnie Ray on the right wing gave it away, though. Jeff Sebastian getting limited action tonight, having a little wrist injury. Throws it ahead, gets his pass back, walking in, he shoots it toward the goal, and another great, astounding save by Lance Carlson. Talk about good goaltenders. He's had a whale of a game tonight.
Yeah, he's already been tested 5 or 6 times here. This game is being evenly played right now. Take a look at this replay, Dan, as the passing is 1-2 right across. Nice man leading the charge there, and they can get sort of an off-wing shot there. Look at Carlson. He knew he was handcuffed, so he got his body in front of that puck and made the save. Great work.
Carlson played in Fresno, California last year. He's got 12 saves tonight, as you see. He's made some beauties. One save he made diving to his left was a thing of National Hockey League level, I think. But last year he played for the much lower level Fresno Falcons, the Pacific Southwest Hockey League, and he won the championship of that league. Much of it was due to the goaltending of Lance Carlson. Back to action now. 45 seconds to go in the first quarter. And Sasha Lakovic forced his opponent to fall down, and here comes Lakovic moving up the court. Deneau tries to one-time it back on the right. Lakovic reaching for it in the Oklahoma zone, spinning in the corner in front. No, drives one toward the net. Save made off of and of Krukel as it was deflected on goal, and Lance Carlson is able to hold on. And that was a great stop again by Carlson with 29 seconds to go in the first quarter. Let's go down to Chris Collins.
All right, Dan, Kerry Biet is with us. Kerry, that was sort of a bizarre penalty. Now, in all my years, 19 years of watching, 20 years of hockey, I've never seen an interference call called that lightly. Were you shocked?
Yeah, I was. I mean, I've seen it in hockey, but I mean, with roller hockey out here, you see picks all the time. I mean, he better be consistent because, I mean, I've seen 6 since I've been in the box and he hasn't called any. So, you take one of those once in a while and get back in the game and get at her, I guess.
So, needless to say, you're not real happy about it.
No, not in the least.
All right, but back up to you, Dan.
Well, I guess Kerry Biet's not a member of the Don Moffitt fan club, is he?
No, that makes a lot of people on the bench from both benches. They were grumbling about him before the game.
What about that guy to the left of Kerry Biet? Is he a member of the fan club?
Ernie?
Yeah, that's what I thought.
He's my partner. You didn't know that. In Oakland broadcast, Ernie Carrillo is my man. He is the man. It's his world. I'm just paying rent.
Everybody knows that as we get 23 seconds to go in the first quarter. Play on the left wing side. Inside the Oklahoma zone. Skates trying to dig it loose, but it's going to be a 2-on-1 opportunity. 15 seconds to go in the quarter. Here comes Chance walking in, shooting it. Stick save made. He was chopped by Chris Robertson as he was teeing up the puck, and we get a whistle with 9 seconds to go in the quarter. That was a little bit of a two-hander on the part of Chris Robo-Robertson as we see Don Moffitt, the referee, looking on and trying to get things straightened out for the final face-off.
Mike, Dan, what they said was they knocked down the shot
high
after
stick.
The shot was taken with a high stick, right? But look at Robertson right here, boom! He timed that thing perfectly. He knew that right before the shot was taken, he had to disturb his Chance's concentration, and he got him right when he broke on that puck. That was an all-star move from an all-star player in Chris Robertson.
Well, you know what they used to say? Gordie Howe used to hand out those two-handers every single game in his National Hockey League career, and Gordie lasted 26 years, so maybe Chris Robo-Robertson can last that long in RHI action.
Yeah, he also used to hand out new dental plates. He used to hand out broken noses, broken arms, broken shoulders. Gordie wasn't a real friendly guy near the boards.
Well, Camille Henry used to say when the puck went in the corner, Gordie would come out with the puck and you come out with a broken nose. That's how it was. Man who wore number 9 for the Red Wings. The number 9 for the Coyotes. Doug Lawrence looking up at the scoreboard as the buzzer sounds, ending the first quarter of play. And his Oklahoma Coyotes have an excellent 2-0 lead over the Skates. Skates outshot them 12-8, but Coach Sean Clouston has some things to think about.
Check this out. Full contact, high-scoring action is taking over the Oakland Coliseum. Catch the fast and furious Oakland Skates professional roller hockey team this season, featuring all the hard-hitting action of hockey. But hold the ice. It's the Oakland Skates at the Oakland Coliseum all summer long. Tickets start at $6 per person and are available by calling 510-762-BASS.
Back at the Oakland Coliseum after one quarter of play, RHI action, Oklahoma 2, Oakland nothing with the coach of the Oklahoma Coyotes, Mike Kennedy. Mike, you got to be happy with the first quarter effort.
Yeah, we're up 2-0. I got to be happy about that, but I think we could be playing a little bit better defense. If it wasn't for our goaltending, could be a tie game right now.
Of course, the fans that are watching Sports Channel now, which carry the San Jose Sharks, know you well. First game against Dallas last season, you scored your first career goal against the Sharks. You remember it?
That's right, yeah, against Urbe. That was a nice one.
Yeah. Well, listen, good luck, Coach. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
I wonder what Bob Gainey, the coach and general manager, would say, Chris, if during the course of a game you walked up to him on the Dallas Stars bench and started asking him questions on the air. You think he'd take it well?
Well, no, I think the person to do it to is Kevin Constantine in the second overtime of Game 7 against Calgary. Kevin, I just wanted to talk to you about what you think the food's like in Calgary.
You know what I think Mike Kennedy would be like if you walked up to him during a Dallas Stars game? It'd be sort of like the second coming of Otis Day and the Knights. You know, you first see him and he's really friendly, but after they go into the bar to meet him, they don't want to talk to him.
I think that probably would be the case. I think that would be the perfect example. Bob Gainey and Kevin Constantine on the bench during a game. I think that would be the last game ever I would appear on television or radio.
Might be something we want to try this season.
I'm sure people will write in and say, do it. Have him do it.
Underway in the second quarter. The Oklahoma Coyotes with a 2-0 lead. They go right back to the attack here in the Oakland zone off the faceoff. And Brian Shantz dumps one toward the net, but it's deflected into the seats. And here's a look at Shantz. He's got a goal tonight, the second one that Oklahoma scored. Fans of the Oakland Skates can remember him in an Oakland uniform 2 years ago. He's a pretty strong player, but it just didn't seem to work out for him, so he wanted to change the venue, and he's doing a good job for the Coyotes this year.
Hey, it reminds me a lot of the Shantz that plays in Chicago with the Blackhawks. Shantz is quick to the puck. He likes to break towards the center of the ice, and since he plays center, Dan, that's exactly the way you want to play it. I think of Jeff Friesen, one of the guys that really excites me when he gets out there and he plays his position so aggressively. He loves that center of the ice when he plays ice hockey. Shantz does the same thing in roller hockey.
Shantz is his 12th goal of the season tonight. Jimmy Magoo has his 11th, and Dale Henry, the veteran, has a couple of assists as it is 2-0 Oklahoma. Chris, I'd be remiss if I didn't mention one of the other assist members, Doug Lawrence, who's played so well for the Oakland Skates the last couple of years, now a member of this team and the all-time assist leader in RHI.
Yeah, Doug Lawrence reminds me of Bill Glasson, who plays in the PGA Tour.
Is he a zero handicap scratch golfer or what?
Well, he's a real blonde kind of guy. I mean, he looks like he's all blonde.
Dale Henry with 2 assists tonight has control of the puck for the Coyotes. Tosses to Lawrence. Tried to lead it to Scott Drevich, but nice play by Jeff Sebastian. Now a bad play by Sebastian as he threw it ahead, intended for Duberman, but Drevich broke it up. Now there's a play in front. Henry by himself shoots right on. 3 feet away. Nice save by goaltender Mark Cavalin. Rebound. Lawrence works it free, but he flipped it across the court, and Duberman will go over there to grab a hold of it. Got a body anyways. It's knocked ahead. Now Duberman tossing into the Oklahoma zone. Drevich tipping it away for the Coyotes. Away from the onrushing Jeff Sebastian. Penalty coming up here against the Skates as goaltender Carlson was headed out, but Oakland touching the puck, and so they call it immediately. And Sebastian is going to get a slashing call behind the play. It seemed, Chris, like he was caught up the court a little bit, wanted to get back, and he decided to give a piece of his stick instead of his mind to the member of the Coyotes.
Yeah, referee Moffat, I think after the first interference call, realized he's going to have to clamp down here on obvious things, because they nail guys on obvious things. It makes them think a little bit more. Coach is going to come over and tell them, look, let's just play your game, try to get points. Let's not retaliate here. We're trailing by 2 goals. We need to get something in the net and get this guy's confidence shaken a little bit. So that was actually a pretty good call from the referee.
Jeff Sebastian, who could probably pass for Alan May's brother, sitting on the bench. Alan May plays in the National Hockey League for the Calgary Flames of late. At least he sits on the bench for them. So maybe it's apropos that we see him in the bench here.
Yeah, looks just like him, huh?
Doesn't he?
Yeah, he sure does.
Sebastian in the box, as you just saw, the minor penalty for slashing. Comes with about 10:50 to go in the second quarter. Power play opportunity here for the RHI's Oklahoma Coyotes, and here they come walking in. Chance for Zajankova, but as he skates back behind the goal and handles the puck instead. Beats Brian Shantz on the right point. Passes on the left side to Doug Lawrence. He's the quarterback of the unit. Back across the court to Chance. A drive. Save made by goaltender Kavalin. Lawrence gets the rebound, and with 57 seconds to go on the power play, he dishes it off in the corner. Drevich shoots. Score! Scott Drevich, nice little play to the short side, beating goaltender Kavalin. And all of a sudden, the power play goal by Drevich gives the Coyotes a 3-0 lead.
Dan, what you're seeing right now is you're seeing a tired Oakland team, very evident by the way that they're not moving or at least getting in the way of the lanes that Oklahoma is trying to open up here. On all 3 goals, as you can see here now on the replay of the 3rd goal from Oklahoma, there are lanes that they are dictating, and certainly you don't want to allow another team to dictate. Look at that right there. There's a guy that's 5 feet from the net and a defenseman who doesn't even break onto him. He just sort of goes down in front of him. You take a second look here, turn around from like 6-7 feet away, and you've got defensemen right in front of him. You got to go and take the body out or dive on top of that puck, make it like a hand grenade.
That defenseman was Chris Lafreniere, and he should know better, but I think he might have lost his balance on the play, Chris, and just fell to the court. Meantime, opportunity for the Oklahoma Coyotes as Jason Knox, a defenseman, shot it wide. The Skates regain control, down by 3 goals, which, as many of you RHI fans know, is really not much of a lead in this game. Goals come fast and furious, but the way that things are bouncing, they're going in the direction of the Oklahoma Coyotes. Right here, Harris has control of it. Skates away from Loretto, who fell down. Here's Harris shooting one, but he ripped it wide of the goal, and the rebound bounces all the way back to Chuck Loretto. 3-on-2 break. Loretto winks it across the rink. Here's a shot by Hubelek, high and wide. Roman Hubelek had the corner, but he just misfired on the play. 9.5 to go in the 2nd quarter. 3-0 Coyotes lead. As here comes Jim Magoo as a goal tonight. Shoots it, but he put it into his own teammate Knox. Went right off his leg. Knox playing Hubelek into the boards on the far side of the court. Lafreniere trying to work it free, but they are going to try and get a face-off here. They don't. Burton in front. Shoots. Kick save made. Big rebound in front. And goaltender Kavalin has to take it and just basically dump it out himself.
Nice play from Kavalin to be smart and quick on that puck.
Smoking Joe Burton back behind the goal, spinning for the Oklahoma Cowboys. The Coyotes, I should say. It's a knock free, and he gave away the puck. Here comes Loretto the other way. 3-on-1 for Oakland. Here's Loretto moving to his left, trying to throw it to his right, but he put it right into the goaltender Carlson in a big collision with the net by Kerry Biek. Stops the play with 8:44 to go in the first half. Right now, Jason Duberman joins us on Sports Channel with Chris Commons.
All right, Justin, well, it's too bad we can't get a look at your face right now, because you certainly are the epitome of ABC's Wide World of Sports, where the beginning is, the agony of defeat. You've got an ugly-looking nose. Now, I know you weren't prize fighting in Vegas last night. What happened?
We were playing in San Diego last night. It was just a kind of a freak incident. Just going for the puck, and the guy had his back to the play, and he just turned around real quick and kind of caught me with the shaft of his stick.
What did it feel like to get that thing reset? I mean, was it like drilling your teeth without Novocaine?
Well, I've had better days. How's that?
All right, thank you. I like the honesty.
Justin Duberman began his National Hockey League career with the Pittsburgh Penguins. Cleveland Lumberjacks got called up a couple of times during the season, as now we get back to action. Trip coming up against the Oakland Skates along the near boards. Carrying the puck there for Oklahoma was Jim McGroarty, a forward, and he really drew the penalty. You see, going to the penalty box, the man who did it, Jason Krukel, along the near sideboards.
Yeah, Jason Krukel was slow after he turned the puck. You see there, Dan, now he realizes he's out of the play, and he was slow to turn, and he got his stick in between. It would have been all right.
Second time.
Exactly. If he got his stick in there initially and just dropped his stick, let it go, and the player would have tripped over and got it caught up, they would have said, play on, go ahead, because the player would have created that. Unfortunately, he kept his stick up there. That is the byproduct of frustration, Dan. It's a tired team right now that's having trouble finding its rhythm. You've seen all the opportunities he's got, but they've not been able to finish it off, and Oklahoma's been very opportunistic.
3:24 the time of the penalty in the 2nd quarter to Jason Krukel for tripping. The Skates don't need that kind of a problem as they trail 3-0 here midway through the first half. And here come the power play unit once again for the Oklahoma Coyotes. Chance throwing it in deep, intended for Zajankala, but it's deflected in the corner. Nice play there by Jeff Sebastian of Oakland, killing the penalty. And the Skates clear it out of the zone and all the way down with 1:06 to go on the penalty to Jason Krukel. Let's listen in a little bit to Sean Clouston during the course of his Oakland penalty.
What are you guys doing?
see Sean Houston not saying too much. Power play for Oakland continuing. 40 seconds to go on it. Inside the Oakland zone, Oklahoma with a 3-0 lead. A centering pass. Drevitch shoots. Nice save. Shoulder stop basically with the glove by Cavillon, and it's flipped to the crowd on the
Change him
rebound.
up here.
You hear Sean Clouston just saying, change him up. He wants the guys that were on the court to get off. And out comes Steve Chelios, Sasha Lokovich, Chris Lafreniere, and here's some words of encouragement from Clouston. Here's a look at the save right now. Is just got under the pad of Cavillon. Looked for a minute like it might have hit his shoulder, but you can see from the replay it didn't really do that as it came down low. Cavillon has held him in there.
Come on, boys. Come on, boys. Bear down here. Work hard. Game's 48 minutes here, guys. The game's 48 minutes here.
You hear Clouston urging his players on with 33 seconds to go and Krukel's penalty. Final 7.5 to go in the first half. Less than 30 seconds to go in the penalty to Krukel now. Skates have it, short-handed. Here comes Lokovich, one-on-one against Lawrence. Gets by it, has a breakaway, shoots it wide. He fanned on the shot as Carlson came out to check him, but Sasha Lokovich with a pretty play while the skates were down a man.
Nice work from Lokovich to get around, just missed the net, but that's been what Clouston's talking about.
Robo, Sebi.
48
We need
minutes.
one more guy here. Roman.
Penalty is over. Krukel is back on the court. He gets the pass. He walks and he shoots. Great save from Carlson and a nice pass from Lokovich to Krukel. Lokovich with a big hit in the back of the net to Drevitch. Knocked it free but couldn't center it. Now it's deflected by Carlson on the centering pass as it goes to the left wing corner of the Oklahoma zone. Lafreniere in there to forecheck along with Sasha Lokovich. He's had a good shift. Lokovich on the court now spinning in the corner, being checked by Drevitch. Lost the puck, but trailing the play, taken by Steve Chelios. Throws it right in front of the net. The shot fired wide by Krukel on the backhand with Carlson playing the rebound. Over back behind the net now. The corner, Lokovich to Lafreniere, drive, save made by Carlson, and it's chopped at Carlson by Krukel on the rebound, but he knocked it wide. This kid Carlson is having a terrific game in the nets for the Oklahoma Coyotes.
Amazing is more like it, Dan. He's made some incredible saves in the hot red zone there. Oakland players all around.
There's a behind-the-back pass. It's intercepted by the skates. Lafreniere tosses on the right. Chris Robo-Robertson now stick handling to his left. I should say Krukel. Long drive by Krukel. There's the stick to side. Carlson behind his own goal, fans in the pass, and actually hits Chelios into the boards. That draws no attention from referee Don Moffitt. McGroarty is wide open on the right wing side, but on the left, Hearn doesn't see him. So along the boards, it'll be worked free, but the Oakland skates can't get control as Doug Lawrence has with 5.5 to go in the first half. Lawrence just trying to get things settled down. Drops it deep to his own defenseman. That is Jamie Hearn back there. Threw it on the left wing side. Tossed ahead. McGroarty looking for Magoo, but the pass is corralled by Sebastian. Now he tosses it over to the near side. Justin Duberman has it. And he drops it off. By Steve Chelios. Swings in the near boards as Robertson and Sebastian open on the right side. But as he walked by the net, he's tripped up, and a penalty is upcoming to the Oklahoma Coyotes as Cavillon heads to the bench and the extra skater comes on. Lokovich 2-on-1 walking in. He cuts the net, he shoots it in front. It's deflected on goal and stopped by Carlson off of Duberman. How did he make that save? I don't know, but the penalty is called. Power play coming up for the Oakland Skates finally as a tripping penalty has been called against the Coyotes. Oklahoma 3, Oakland 0. Along with Chris Collins, I'm Dan Rusanowski back here at the Oakland Coliseum, and it's been the goaltending of Lance Carlson that has been a key to this 3-0 Oklahoma lead. Take a look at this move. Nice play by Lokovich moving right around Lawrence, and in front he kind of fans on the shot, but take a look at Carlson diving. He got a piece of that puck and knocked it wide of a net. Here's another look at another save by Carlson as he's being screened in front. The long drive tipped by Krukel, and somehow just falling backwards, Carlson got a piece of it.
Now, you know, it's interesting, Dan, when I talked to Mike Kennedy, who did he mention? Arturs Urbe. He was excited to get his first goal there. As you see the trip now, as Chelios made a nice effort to draw that penalty coming on a severe angle from behind the net. Moffitt had to make that, the referee did. But getting back, as you see Sean Clouston mentioning Urbe, you know, Urbe's the kind of goalie, and you know this better than anybody, Danny, the kind of goalie that when he gets hot, he's almost unbeatable. He can stand on his head, throw his arm up, and make stops. And this goaltender, Carlson, is starting to look like an Arturs Urbe. I mean, he's making saves with eyes in the back of his head right now. It's got to be frustrating for Oakland.
3-0 the Skates trail, and they've got a minute and a half of power play time here. With a man in the penalty box, Jim Magoo for the Oklahoma Coyotes. Sly No on the left point. Will skate to his right. Look around Chance behind the back pass. Duberman drives one, blocked down low. A great play there by Todd Harris.
Ready for the change.
You hear the encouragement coming from Sean Clouston, but no, loses the puck. Breakaway Chance walks in, shoots. Great save by Cavill. Boy, that would have been a killer goal. Shorthanded for Oklahoma had Chance.
Come on, boys. Come on, boys.
55 seconds to go on the power play for Oakland. Here comes Justin Duberman. Duberman throws it down the left wing side. Biette back to No on the point. Drive blocked again by Harris.
Let's get it. Change him up here. Change him up.
Harris flips up into the bench. Is Sean Clouston you hear calling for a line change.
Passing is not as crisp as the Oakland bench would like. You can hear the Oakland bench behind me, Dan, yelling right now. Look like they're coming out of it a little bit here. They're getting their opportunities. That's when the frustration comes through. I could see if they weren't getting anything and they were just coughing the puck up and playing ugly. But let's give some credit to the goaltender from Oklahoma. He's been outstanding. Oakland has easily done as much as Oklahoma has done.
Carey, Roman, Laffer, you guys are up. We need one from you guys. We need one from you guys. We need one.
What you just saw was a look at the Oakland bench, and that's what Chris Collins sees, because he's standing right where our camera is here for Sports Channel. And there we may even have a look at Chris Collins before this is over. Well, we better get back to the action.
Yeah,
I want to break the camera.
Yeah, we don't want to scare anybody.
We'll see a lot of it at halftime anyway. Is a Chef Roadrunner. Have a little Coyote, I think. We'll talk about that in a little while. But right now, here's Robo Robertson shooting it. And it's up into the seats. Boy, Lance Carlson is seeing everything.
Well, geez, if you're a San Francisco Spiders scout right now, the new IHL team, you may want to get over here and find this goaltender as we get a chance to hear from Coach Clouston right next to me.
Get Sasha right in front. Get Sasha right in front. You guys work an umbrella up top. You know what I mean? 1, 2, 3, Sasha right in front. Whatever you guys want. You guys work it. Tell Sasha right in front of the net, Robo. Right in front.
You got to have a power forward, Chris, and Sasha Lakovic is probably the prototype for that in the RHI. He stops better than anybody, and he's got the size. Here's Chris Robertson thinking about what he was just told.
Yeah, Lakovic is a tough guy. Watch him go to the front of the net and try to run somebody down.
Here's Sebastian, backs it up to Robertson. 25 seconds to go in the power play as Lakovic goes to the net. Robertson hands to Chelios on the point. He dangles with the puck, watched by Harris. He backskates, he throws to Robertson. He one times in front with the wrestling going on. The shot by Sebastian, but diving, making the stop somehow was Carlson, and the Coyotes clear it.
Lakovic did his job. He had wrestling going on in front of the net. He had the interference going, but no shot.
Penalty is over, as you see. The Skates coming back in, no longer on the power play, but they've got the momentum. And Robertson promptly loses the puck. And again, Todd Harris having a very strong defensive game tonight. Knocks it away, and the Coyotes control. 3-0, the Coyotes of Oklahoma leading the Oakland Skates here at the arena, Coliseum Arena in Oakland, California.
Wheels,
Dan
Sasha.
Rusanowski along with Chris
3.
Collins. Right now, Sasha Lakovic near the end of his shift. Headmans to Sebastian. Makes his move. Nice move around. Dale Henry walking in. The opportunity. Down goes Carlson.
Change him up here.
And really not a great shot as Sebastian just put it right into him. Coyotes leading 3-0. And there you see Jeff Sebastian skating back to his bench. Oklahoma is ahead by 3.
Every night, he has the same dream. He is trapped in a net that gets tighter as he struggles. He is injected with poison that paralyzes him completely. And just before he is devoured, he awakes, shivering, and he whispers, "They're just a hockey team."
2:58 to go in the first half with Oklahoma leading Oakland 3-0, and we've got a great set of features for you at halftime. We're going to go cooking with Chef Roadrunner out in the parking lot here at the Oakland Coliseum. Maybe Coyote is on the menu. We'll have to wait and see. I talked to Steve Chelios, brother of NHL All-Star Chris Chelios, before the game. He's the newest member of the Oakland Skates, and he's an important member of this team with all of the banged-up bodies. We'll talk to Steve about his history in roller hockey, and of course give you the obligatory stats and highlights, as this has been a stat-filled, highlight-filled first half here at the Coliseum Arena. A face-off to the left side of Lance Carlson, the Coyotes goaltender, and Oklahoma comes up with the puck. Here comes Dale Henry, but he loses on the check to Chuck Loretto. Getting it back, Smokin' Joe Burton, hit by Carey Biette, but Lawrence gets it back. Here's Doug Lawrence walking in, stick handling, trying to get around Lafreniere, couldn't do it. And Roman Hubelek with the great wheels will motor his way to center. He gets by the defense, has a breakaway, shoots one right on, save made, and he tapped the rebound out of the air, but Carlson made the save. Tremendous stop off of Hubelek twice by Lance Carlson, who looks like he's establishing himself here in this RHI action. Back at center, some good nifty stick handling by Chuck Loretto keeps the puck on the Oakland Skates possession. Now Biet headmans Hubelek, a long drive right on stick, save made by Carlson in the corner now. On the rebound of the play. 2:07 to go in the half. Sent down the boards by the Oklahoma Coyotes. Simply have a stoppage because of the offside call. I want to remind you, fans of Sports Channel, that on Wednesday, the Oakland Athletics visit Travis Fryman and the Detroit Tigers live at 4 o'clock from Tiger Stadium, exclusively on Sports Channel. 4 o'clock, we're on the air. To get it, you got to call your local cable company for Sports Channel.
All right, now watch the skates come up here. Look at that great move there by Hubelek. Hubelek comes in, now the backhander to the forehand. Save is made. Now watch Hubelek right there, bang, going right for the short side, and he made another save. Carlson has been the difference in this game. Boy, I mean, he looks all world here right now.
About the ability of Roman Hubelek. I mean, he didn't even have a job at the start of this RHI season. He's become a key player for Sean Clouston.
I like that kid. I'll tell you what, he's not the biggest guy in the world, but he could play on my hockey team. He's nothing but excitement.
3-0, the Coyotes leading the Skates with 2:05 to go in the first half. Then off the faceoff, it's controlled by McGroarty of Oklahoma, but he lost on the check. Chance couldn't get it. Sebastian does and tosses it cross court to Steve Chelios. We will talk to Steve Chelios at halftime. He's now the newest member of the Skates. Walks in, shoots one, stick save made by Carlson. It's up in the seats about 25 rows back.
I don't know what you do here to break this guy's concentration. You know, I hesitate to say you run somebody in on top of the goaltender. I know Steve Chelios is saying, man, a couple of goals last night in my inaugural here with the Oakland Skates in San Diego. Tonight I can't buy a break as this guy here, Carlson, is stopping everything. One thing I will say, I give credit to Sean Clouston. I really like him as a coach. He's a player's kind of coach. You hear him on the bench, it's a 48-minute game. Do not get down. Keep working, keep positive, keep trying to get the puck on the net. We've seen this team come down from 7-0 before, Dan, and get back into a game. So 3-0 is really nothing right now.
You hear Clouston in the background as we got a mic tonight. Right now here comes Hearn. Jamie Hearn walking down the left wing side. Nice play by Duberman just to stay with him. And Justin Duberman pull check to the side. The Skates get it back with 1:30 remaining in the first half. Duberman gets a return feed from Jeff Sebastian after the check was made. Headman feed now to Robertson. And they call Robo. Shoots one toward the goal. Kind of out of frustration because there was no member of the Skates nearby. And this team really needs opportunities. Winds up tied up along the side of the goal, and we have a stoppage play.
One thing we are getting are quick line changes. They are not being initiated by Mike Kennedy, coach of Oklahoma. They are being initiated by Sean Clouston. As you see Mike right there, Mike is, well, he knows momentum. Right now he's got control as Sean Clouston is looking for answers.
Come on, guys.
He's changing lines.
Way to work, Robo.
Very quick, Dan.
Shift, boys. Good position. Good shift, boys.
He realizes they're tired from last night. You don't want to drain guys out because you got 2 more quarters to go in this game.
Sasha Lankovich in the face-off circuit against George Zajankala. Oklahoma City Cowboys have control. The Coyotes, I should say. I keep wanting to call them the Cowboys. They come up the court as a shot by Zajankala right on. Save made by Kavalin. Rebound flipped on goal. And a nice little stop again by Mark Kavalin. And you know something, Chris? Earlier we heard Coach Sean Clouston saying that Kavalin, the goaltender that you see right now, was holding him in there. He was shutting the door, and he needs to continue to do that as a 3-0 lead is really a surmountable one.
Yeah, generally speaking, when you get as many opportunities as Oakland has had, I mean, 19 shots on net, this is a team that at home will have a couple of goals on the board. They don't have them right now. As far as your Oklahoma comments about the Cowboys, if you put a state in front of that, there's no problem. There are such things as the Oklahoma State Cowboys, I believe.
Where do you think it comes from in my brain?
Well, I don't know. Who's their greatest football player from there?
I really don't care. Leroy Cathey, probably?
No. Barry Sanders.
He probably is. Less than a minute to go in the second quarter, the first half. Oakland Skates trying to get on the board. A goal here would be just huge for Sean Clouston's team going into the dressing room. Lakovich in the right wing corner, working it free, away from Drevich. Now he's moving to the net. He shoots, he scores! Sasha Lakovic with a pretty move in the corner, and he gives the Skates the goal they need with less than a minute to go in the first half.
Boy, that was a great no-look goal from Sasha Lakovic. Lakovic came from around the face-off circle, and he gave the appearance, I believe, to Carlson. I was watching both of them, that he was going to pass the puck off, and then in the split second, he blasted that shot from an angle, a severe angle. Now watch here. Sasha Lakovic will be to the right of your screen. Now watch the puck come to him. Here he is, right here. He makes a turn now. Watch him against the boards, turn. Now there, he turns one defenseman off. Now look, he's looking out. All of a sudden, look. Boom! Right there, he lets the shot go. He allowed that defenseman to play a little bit of screen, but nevertheless, that goaltender was looking for another pass. He didn't get it. He got a puck between the 5-hole, and it's 3-1.
Ninth goal of the year for Lakovic as Lafreniere drives one on net, right on, stopped by goaltender Carlson. 20 seconds to go in the first half. Skates have to just hang on here as Hearn loses on the poke check of the near side to Chuck Loretto. Knocked free. 10 seconds left just about in the first half, and the Skates controlling it. They want to just poke it ahead, but Biette is hammered by Hearn. He lost his stick, and time is going to wind down here in the first half. Biette hitting Lawrence at the buzzer. That's it for the first half, but you've got to be able to be confident if you're the Oakland Skates because of the goal by Sasha Lakovic, who now is with Chris Collins on the Skates bench.
Well, Sasha, it looked like you gave him like a no-look kind of shot on net. That goaltender was looking for a one-time pass. You put it between the 5-hole.
That's probably the only one that would have went in the first quarter. As you can see, he's Lance Carlson. I played with him in Vancouver, and when he's big in the first part, he's pretty big. You got to get one of those lousy goals, and it went through the 5-hole. I think that's where we're going to start from.
Okay, thanks a lot, bud.
Halftime here at the Oakland Coliseum Arena, and the goal by that man, Sasha Lakovic, was huge as the Coyotes of Oklahoma lead it 3-1, but that one is a big one for Oakland.
Team, as you see Sean Clouston on the bench now, grilling his guys, telling them, let's go. You've got a final 2 quarters here to get back in this game. We've seen many times on Sports Channel Oakland come back from deficits.
And we're ready for the second half to get started as referee Moffitt is in the center of the court. You see him having a chat there with Robo Robertson. Now we see Mike Kennedy, the coach of this Oklahoma Coyote team. And he is probably got to be a little bit concerned because that goal by Lakovic could hurt this club coming in this second half. Face off at the center of the court, and we're underway in the second half. Ryan Shantz walking in, dropping it back to Lawrence, throwing to the left. The shot by Shantz, tipped by goaltender Mark Hamilton and knocked away by defenseman Steve Chelios. And so the Oklahoma Coyotes trying to take control here early. A big hit in the center of the court. Lawrence had a little collision with Duberman, but he controls the puck. He throws it in front. Shantz backhand shot, point-blank range. Nice stick save. Down low, they're taken by Cavill.
That's 2 mistakes from Oakland right away. They can't allow those kinds of shots early on when they're trying to get this game evened up.
And here come the Coyotes. Scott Drebich throwing it ahead, intended for Dale Henry, but Sebastian broke it up. And controlling it now, Robertson. He throws it ahead. Sebastian's going to take it off of a foot. It'll be controlled now by Sebastian. Throws it in deep to the Oklahoma zone, and a centering feed for Robertson went wide. Now Duberman centers it in front. Knocked aside there by Joe Burton. Recovered by Biette. Centers it in front, but it's off the stick and controlled now by the Oklahoma Coyotes. Drebich is ridden off the play. Recovered though by Henry. Henry tosses it back now to Drebich. Drebich ahead for Burton. And here's Burton. Smokin' Joe, they call him. On the Coyotes. Here's why. He's got some good speed. Gets by the defense. Drives one on goal. And right there for the rebound was George Zajankala, but he just missed the puck as it bounced off of Cavalin's pass. 3-on-3 attack for the Skates early in the second half. Noah drive. Glove stop. It's deflected out of action by goaltender Lance Carlson. And Carlson continues his terrific play for the visiting Coyotes.
Yeah, on that play, though, Dan, a little bit different. Sly No had Carlson leaning the wrong way. Had he been able to lower that puck a bit, would have been a goal. He had him looking down for a low shot, and Sly No put it upstairs, as you see No right now. He had him read like a Dr. Seuss book right there. Carlson went on his knees looking down, and the puck came flying over the goal. Could have brought that down a little bit lower, would have been a 3-2 score.
10.5 to go in the third quarter here in Oakland. Sasha Lakovic in the face-off circle, and he wins the draw. The shot right on by Sly No is gloved by Carlson. That's a pretty easy save against the number 2 point man in RHI history, Sly No. And You know, funny I mentioned that at this point because Noah and Doug Lawrence were teammates here in Oakland. They've scored a lot of points together, and tonight they're going against each other.
Yeah, you know, there are just certain guys that are made for roller hockey that can just dish the puck or score. And you look at two guys that you just mentioned, Noah and Lawrence, look like they're perfect for this game. They look like they've been on those wheels their whole life.
The face-off drop, loose puck near side in the Oklahoma zone. Noah to forecheck, can't get control of the disc, but Lakovich does. Loses on the poke check to Todd Harris. And Lakovich rides him into the boards to try to get it back, but we have a whistle as Carlson, the goaltender, backed into the net and knocked it out of position.
Done that, yeah, a couple of times here in this game. Sasha Lakovich, you see on your screen right now, creating all kinds of havoc out there. He's been hot tonight. He has had a couple of great opportunities to score, and then, of course, he got the goal, the lone goal for Oakland, right near the end of the second quarter. Nevertheless, he has been quite the disturber in this game. I would think you're going to see a lot of him here until the end of the game.
It's at the top of your screen, a little spotlight. That was on the couch potato section of the building that gets recognized every game. We opened a telecast there earlier in the season, and it's pretty comfortable.
Well, I'll tell you what, if you want to see a couch potato, Aaron, our producer, and Scott, our director, should bring the cameras to my house. My wife yells at me every day and calls me that. Darn couch potato, get up and do something out in the yard.
You're a satellite couch potato.
You damn right I am.
3-1, the Coyotes leading the skates, and Oklahoma carrying the puck out. Here's Harris moving the center with a good head of steam, but he dropped it back and headed for Zajakola. Intercepted, 2-on-1, led by No with Lakovich. Here's No shooting it, it's wide of a net. Lakovich going for the rebound in the left wing corner, coming to a stop, but hit by Zajakola in the corner. He knocked it free. No has control of it. Hit by Hearn back behind the Oklahoma net. They're going to try and freeze it up against the boards, but No kicking it into his control. Finally gets a stoppage of play. As the referee Don Moffitt was there to just make sure that nobody was holding and hooking each other.
I think if that was the beginning of a shift, I think both would have potentially been up. Actually, the Oklahoma player would have been in for a holding penalty, but that's the end of a shift, and that's where refereeing, as you see Mike Kennedy look on, has to be happy right now on the road, back-to-back games, successive nights, and leading here. But that's anyway back to the point, referee Moffitt, where he's got to make that determination, Dan. Listen, it's the end of the shift. They've been out a good minute and a half, 90 seconds, 100 seconds. You got to let these guys grab one another and fall onto the court.
Here's a set play, a face-off. It's going to lead to a break for McGroarty. He's checked by Lafreniere as he walks in. He backhand shots it, but it's stopped by goaltender Capital. Drevic in the rebound, shoots it, partially blocked by Lafreniere, went wide of the net. Chuck Loretto defensively for the skates, dangerously coming in front of his own net. Tosses off the right wing boards, caroms it to Kerry Biette. Watched by Dale Henry. Stick lifted by Henry, but Biette skates away with it. The head of steam into the zone. Makes a nice move. Tried to backhand pass to Loretto. It's blocked. Good defensive play by McGroarty, and the puck winds up in the seats off the Oakland shot. But McGroarty, as you see him on your screen, a pretty tenacious guy, and he came up the court earlier in an offensive chance on a set play off a face-off, but he had enough presence of mind, Chris, to get back defensively and make that block.
And he got back and he made, like you said, an outstanding choice, because what happened was Oklahoma blocked off that side. As you see the aforementioned player right there, Loretto, who came down and took the shot, but Oklahoma had the entire side blocked off, so there was no way that puck was going in unless it went off somebody's helmet into the net.
Face-off, Lance Carlson just taps it away from his goal crease, back behind his own net. Scott Drevic, headman's on the right. And here comes Donnie Ray in a 2-on-2. Jimmy Magoo gets by Loretto in front as the shot from Ray comes right on, stopped by Campbell. Magoo couldn't handle the rebound. Pretty good play in front by the visiting Oklahoma Coyotes. They lead the skates of Oakland 3-1 with 8.5 to go in the third quarter. On the attack now, Magoo has Henry breaking for the goal. The pass gets through. It's a breakaway, but it's off of Henry's stick. He couldn't control it. Now he's hit from behind by Biette. That could have been a penalty right there for interference, but it's not called, and play will continue. Here comes Roman Hubelek for Oakland down the right side. It's by Drevic. Walking in. One hands, one on goal. Easy save, but the rebound right there. A great save off Loretto by Lance Carlson, and he's able to hold on. Lance Carlson with a terrific save. As you see him there, look at this replay on the last action, Chris, as you take a look at Hubelek, stick handling right around the defense, walking in front and holding onto the puck. That one-handed shot, the easy save, but here comes the hard one.
Yeah, the nice follow-up from Loretto. Look at that, two-hander, puts it up there, and it bounces right up into his gut area. But Carlson made the initial save with the stick on the court. That was the great play, handled it easily, then got an angle on the far side of the post. There's no way they were going to get the puck by him unless they went wide.
Did you see how quickly he got up when he was down?
Yeah, he like sprung up. He had like springs in his knees.
Face off in the Oklahoma zone. Shot by Robertson right on. Glove save made by goaltender Carlson, and he's got control of it, and play is called. Hey, are you ready for 15 minutes of fame? Maybe you're ready for Andy Warhol. No, for Sports Channel's guest announcer contest. All you have to do is submit a VHS copy of yourself announcing a game of any sport on Sports Channel, and if you win, you'll find yourself in the Sports Channel booth doing the real thing. This promotion runs all season long, and the winner gets to guest announce during the August 2nd Skates Rhinos game. All you need to do is send a VHS to that address. Sports Channel Guest Announcer Contest, 901 Battery Street, number 204 in San Francisco, zip code 94111. And by the way, the date of the game is August 3rd, Rhinos and Skates.
Well, why is it that the announcers have to give up their gigs? Why don't all the guys in the truck downstairs have to give their gigs up for somebody coming in and winning a guest producer's spot?
Well, because they're busy writing the copy for the promo, that's why.
Or at least yelling at you to read it right?
Back to action now. Here come the Coyotes walking in. Lawrence winding up and ripping the shot. He's going for assist, not for goals, and it goes wide of the net. Rebound back behind the Skates goal. Kaplan looking on is losing his stick there. Hearn just kicks to the corner. Probably the best thing he can do is he wants to sort of avoid the Oakland attack, and he did a good job as the Coyotes keep it in. Hearn goes back to get the stick. Here he is with the new one. Winds up, shoots when deflected. Oh, just wide off the stick of Chance and Sebastian. And with 7.5 to go in the third quarter, the Coyotes trying to maintain and extend, in fact, their 3-1 lead. Chance behind the goal. Centering pass blocked by Sebastian. And over on the right wing side, Jason Knox, defenseman, sure the backhands it ahead. Justin Duberman throws the other way, kept in the zone by Hearn. Goes in deep. Off of Knox's stick, recovered by Chris Robertson. The man they call Robo just tosses it back to Steve Chelios, and he headmans for Duberman. He's got some room to skate. Duberman walking in, shooting it, but it's blocked. Nice play there by defenseman Jason Knox. Back behind the net, Zajankala controls. Captain of the Coyotes, George Zajankala, will stick handle away from Robertson and charge his way to center court. Backhand pass to the left, Chance shoots one. It's up in the air, but it's wide and bouncing off the end board. Kavalin stopping it with the stick and knocking it behind his net. The Skates defense handling it now. 6.5 to go in the third quarter. 3-1. The Coyotes leading the Skates here at Oakland. Steve Chelios, nice outlet pass on the right to Jeff Sebastian. He's got some room, and a 2-on-2 break now. He leads the attack. Cuts to his left. He's checked by Drevich. It's knocked off of his body. Now it's work free. Dale Henry gets control of it, and it's a 3-on-2 for the Coyotes. Now a 4-on-2. Hitman passes it. Drive. It's high and wide. Really a lousy kind of a shot as he was going to the top corner. Meantime, behind the play, Lakovich, a big hit at center, knocks the puck down, but the Coyotes get it back, and Drevich drives when it's deflected by No. 25 rows up into the seats, and that brings Mark Kavalin to a sigh of relief as he never had made that save. Kavalin, the Oakland goaltender, is hanging him in there. It's 3-1 Coyotes in the third quarter.
At the Oakland Coliseum Arena, it's RHI action on Sports Channel. Oklahoma 3, Oakland 1. Chris Collins with Dan Rusanowski. And, you know, I know what it's like to get checked into the boards. If you watch one of our past broadcasts or you missed it, I was nailed into the boards, much like this. Linesman got it right there. Not like the player, but
by
like
the same
linesman.
player, Sasha Lakovich.
Yeah, no,
Wasn't he the one who hit you?
I got it. Well, yeah, once by him, then I got it from Mark Wolf and Darren Wetherell of the San Jose Rhinos. But that linesman, Bishop, I know what you're going through. I've been in your shoes before, or should I say your inline blades before.
Ron Bishop, a legendary linesman in the RHI. Once called a record number of illegal clears in a single game.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah. Look at the shots on goal. 6-4 in favor of the Coyotes here early in the third quarter. 25-24 ahead for the Skates. As you get a face-off coming up to the left side of goaltender Mark Kavalin. There's Sasha Lakovich. He nailed Chris Collins a couple of times during the course of the season. He seemed to be thankful for the opportunity.
Yeah, he likes doing that. But I have to get back to your point, Dan. You know, you really do amaze me. You'd be about one of two guys I'd know in the whole world that would keep the number of illegal clearing passes by stats. It's amazing you keep these numbers.
I'm a good fiction writer, what can I tell you?
I guess so.
Back to action. Here come the Skates, and our man Sasha Lakovich skating up the boards. Nice end-to-end rush. Puts on the brakes, moves away from Harris. He stick handles with the puck, throws it back onto the stick of Krukul. Nice move around the defense. Magoo in front. He shoots it right on. Save made. Rebound. Lakovich jams at it. But boy, Lance Carlson shuts the door right away.
Boy, nice play by Lakovich to set that up with his patented, or soon-to-be patented, toe stop on the inside of his skate.
Lakovich with the puck now getting chopped. Defenseman there, Jason Knox, riding him into the boards, but Lakovic just holds on to the puck, drops it off on the right wing side, and spinning away from McGroarty, Chad Siebel. He shoots it, bouncing puck right on, tough save, another great save by Carlson, and the rebound off Slino. Those were two very tough stops for goaltender Carlson. Skates keep the pressure on. Krukl centers for breaking Siebel. He fell down, and it's going to be an opportunity for Oklahoma as they throw it all the way down, but it rolls into the goaltender Mark Cavill, gives it away, and they fire it wide. Oh, what an opportunity, and what a miscue by Cavill, and he will just glove the shot here and hold on and breathe a big sigh of relief.
All right, Dan, you remember in the opening I talked about fatigue setting in. I said third and fourth quarters would be the difference. You're not seeing it in between the face-off circles. Where you're seeing it is behind the face-off circles, and these guys, the goaltender there, Cavill, and the other goaltender, Carlson, are going to be the difference. And what I mean by you're seeing it behind the face-off circles, you're seeing guys not being able to finish off plays completely, as we see a concerned Oakland bench. You're seeing the middle part of the court here played all right. Guys are getting caught up in the middle and making passes, but it's the long passes that get behind that come in on both goaltenders. That's where the difference is. And right now, Oklahoma seems to have a little more jump to their skating, if you will, right now. They're getting more passes behind the Oakland defense than Oakland is on Oklahoma.
Here's the face-off to the right side of goaltender Mark Cavill. The skates trying to break out, give the puck away instead as Drevich sends it in front. Chance shoots, stopped by Cavill right through the legs. That was a terrific save.
That's my exact point right there. You saw it again. That must be 7 or 8 that I've marked down here that have gone behind the Oakland defense since we started the third quarter of action here, and there's still 4:35 left in the third quarter. Oakland at some point is going to have to make an adjustment here if they want to keep this score 3-1. Cavill with 23 saves. As you see the replay, look at that. There's not a player within 5 feet, and Chance has already got one goal tonight at the Oakland Coliseum Arena. Almost gets a second one, if not for a great play from Cavill, is Sean Clouston upset.
Forcing this guy.
Clouston.
Oh, you guys are up.
Having a word. You guys are up means that's the line that's going to be on next. Sly Nose Group is going to be stepping on. As right now, Jim Magoo, member of the Oakland Skates back in '93, has a chance. Here comes Justin Duberman walking in. A little roller backhand shot toward the goal. And it's wide of the net. Knocked back the other way. And here comes Doug Lawrence. Lawrence stick handling down the right side. Dale Henry stick handling with 4:15 to go in this third quarter. Drops it back. Here's Brian Chance moving on Chelios. Stick handles behind the net. Chance checked by Chelios, but maintains possession. He spins and shoots it wide. Lawrence peels away from Sebastian with the puck. Doug Lawrence of Oklahoma stick handling away from Justin Duberman. Now drops it back to Dale Henry. He's got his back to the goal and really throws away the puck, but it bounces off of Chelios' stick. Chance recovers. And on one knee, tried to center it, but gave it away. Jeff Sebastian will get by Henry. Has Robertson in front, tried to get the pass to him, but it was late. And so it was away from Robertson and back to the Oklahoma side. Lawrence into the Oakland zone. Stick handles, shoots, deflected off of the stick and wide of an net in front. So Chance lost his stick and broke it, in fact, and he's headed back to the bench. Oakland's Duberman chasing it down. Walks in deep, drops it back for Robertson, checked away by Scott Drevich. But they overskate. And it's taken back. Robertson hauled down, and he basically just tripped over himself, lost control of the puck. And so the Coyotes of Oklahoma get it back, but they can't control it. Now they will. Here they come. Hearn, long lead pass intended for Zajankala, broken up by a stick. Loose puck now, dropped up by Burton. Shoots one from long distance, but it's wide. The Oklahoma Coyotes have control of this one so far.
Yeah, game's getting a little bit shabby in the defensive ends here, and it's been more on Oakland's side.
But here's a 3-on-2 break for the Oakland Skates. Robertson with a pass, walking and shooting, and score! That puck was deflected off the defense, and it went up, and Carlson seemed to have the angle controlled, and here he is upset with himself as Robo Robertson draws the Skates to within one.
Boy, Oklahoma had many chances to put this Oakland team away. This is a great goal from Robertson. It's why they call him Robo, Chris Robertson. Short side goal upstairs. Now watch here. Here's Robertson, wide left. Now watch the pass from behind. Here comes Robertson. Now he waits, and then he sort of snapshot and he thought he had the glove hand because the puck was deflected by Jamie Hearn. The Oklahoma defender had it deflect off him. It went short side, though. You didn't get the almost perfect angle of it, but that goaltender almost wants to let that go, Dan. He doesn't want the defenseman to get near because he's going to make the glove hand save. As it was deflected, and it's 3-2.
Ninth goal of the season for Robo Robertson. He came into this game with a bilateral thigh contusion and a strained groin, but it doesn't matter. He's a great scorer. Here's No trying to tie it up, and he shoots it right on. Nice save made by Lance Carlson. Skates really going for blood here as they're trying to tie the score late in the third quarter. 2:20 left on the clock. You see the play in the left wing corner of the Oklahoma zone. The Skates dig it free. And Slino being checked over at the far side by Hearn. Knocked it loose. It's intercepted, and here comes Magoo. But he overskates, and Hearn trailing the play gets it back for Oklahoma. It's McGroarty in front. He shoots it, and McGroarty had a screen, but it's stopped by Cavalin. Here come the Skates. 2 minutes to go in this third quarter. Here's Lakovich walking in. Backhand shot. Knocked wide by Harris. Away from the play. Krukl was knocked down by Hearn. That's going to be a penalty against the Oklahoma Coyotes. Extra skater coming on. Delayed penalty. But the touch will be made by Harris. And the penalty will be called. 1:47 to go in the third quarter. And referee Moffitt is calling a penalty against the Oklahoma Coyotes. And you see by the score, a power play is big. Oakland on the power play, but they're trailing 3-2, so it's a big power play chance. And this is exciting RHI hockey here on Sports Channel. Good chance for you to get some good seats at the Oakland Coliseum Arena. There are the numbers: 510-762-BASS, 510-562-2220, and you can also call 408-498-BASS if you really want to. 762-BASS, probably the best number to call for Oakland Skates action. 510 area code.
What's the score?
As it's 3-2.
All right, those are two more numbers.
Power play, 1:15 to go.
There you go.
It's a penalty against Magoo for interference. Oklahoma Coyotes forward taking a bad penalty here. The goal here for the Skates would tie it up. Steve Chelios being deliberate, being watched by Drevich. This is on the left. Robo Robertson throws it in deep. Duberman in the corner, back to Chelios, winds up, shoots one right on, and it's stopped by Carlson with a glove save at the chest, and he skates out with a puck and gets a stoppage.
I think that time Steve Chelios was looking for a rebound. The reason I say that is that he directly shot that puck up high, hoping that the goaltender could not, and Carlson, control the rebound. Now watch him come in here. You see nice perimeter passing from Oakland. First of all, the Skates are moving the puck well. Now you see Chelios sees an angle there. He sees deflection in front. Now look, see right there, two players to the left of your screen. No is to your bottom part of the picture. I think it's Justin Duberman to the top part. He's looking for a rebound. Both of them are, and they got the goaltender covered well left and right. So nice play by Chelios. A lot of times fans go, well, why did he shoot it on the guy? He just made the save. A lot of times they're looking for an uncontrollable rebound that somebody can just whack in with a one-time.
Off the face-off, Drevich and Chelios fighting for it as there's less than a minute to go in the Oakland power play. Big hit by Drevich and No in the corner. Slino with a nice little check with 40 seconds to go on the power play for Oakland. Skates trail by a goal. Here's Robertson walking in, driving. One save made, rebound in front, and diving on the puck is Carlson. Very alertly got the glove on it and had to actually move to his right to finally get control.
Hey, once again, you saw rebound time there, and Slino, the man that was there before, along with Justin Duberman, hanging around the front of the crease. That puck actually was a good 2 or 3 feet out from the goaltender's crease. Carlson came out and made the nice save, got his glove out there and froze it up, or he would have had some problems because he was flat on his side.
50 seconds to go in the third quarter. 33 seconds remaining in the penalty to Jimmy Magoo of the Oklahoma Coyotes. 3-2, the Coyotes leading, but this power play continuing, and the Skates have had some good chances.
They certainly have. How about those uniforms? I love these unis. Look at those red and yellow and green. I was telling our off-camera producers that it looks like the new South African flag, their uniforms. I just love those colors. Oklahoma. Yeah, beautiful color design. Look a little bit like the old Vancouver Canuck unis.
Yeah, they have the same kind of look and feel to them, don't they? 24 seconds to go on the power play for the Skates as they toss it around. Robertson moving to his left, being watched by Shantz. Basically wasting time at this point as he cuts in deep into the corner, centers it in front. No, he's there, he scores! 12 seconds to go on the power play, and Slino gets a piece of the centering pass. We're tied at 3.
And Sly No sat in front of the crease, like we described for you, the entire power play up until the point that Oakland has evened it at 3. I mean, it's ridiculous. You see the guy planted in front of the net. Watch Robo Robertson now. He's going to come wide, put a backhand in front of the net. There's the rebound. Was not controlled by the goaltender Carlson. Sly No sitting right there. Robertson once again on a different look here. Throws it from a backhand. Look at the stick up in the air there. We just missed it as it was deflected first by Duberman, then over to No, and he put it past the goaltender. The goaltender did not come out and attack Duberman when he touched the puck. He could not control it. It trickled by him and onto the blade of No. He buried it, and we're tied at 3.
No is 5th from Robertson and Duberman at 11:30. Final 30 seconds of play here in the third quarter. And so for 2 consecutive quarters, the Skates have scored in the final minute.
Yeah, outstanding work. Oakland right back in this game. It's a whole new ball game.
3 consecutive shootouts on Sports Channel. Could we be headed for another as the final 5 seconds of the third quarter ticking down? And the play is to the right of Mark Kavalin. They stop it. Finally, the buzzer sounds. That'll do it. If the next quarter ends the way it does now, we will have our 4th consecutive shootout on Sports Channel. I think Lance Carlson, the goaltender for Oklahoma, would like nothing or anything but that.
Check this out. Full contact, high-scoring action is taking over the Oakland Coliseum. Catch the fast and furious Oakland Skates professional roller hockey team this season, featuring all the hard-hitting action of hockey, but hold the ice. It's the Oakland Skates at the Oakland Coliseum all summer long. Tickets start at $6 per person and are available by calling 510-762-BASS.
Skates don't have a big lead in this contest. Next roller hockey action will be taking place at San Jose Arena on Thursday. The Vancouver Voodoo against the San Jose Rhinos will be on the air at 7:30. Chris and I promised that we'll bring you an exciting game. And if you can't get to the game, you should watch it right here exclusively on Sports Channel. Little Windex for the inline skates for George Giancarlo, the captain of this Oklahoma team. He heads right back to the bench as we get ready to get things started here in the 4th and final quarter of RHI action here at the Oakland Coliseum Arena. Lance Carlson has been magnificent tonight in the nets. As I said earlier, he stopped 33 shots. Take a look at that comeback by the Oakland Skates, down 3-0 actually in the game. They got on the board late in the second quarter and late in the third quarter with 2 goals in the final minute of play. Right here as we get going in the fourth quarter, Sasha Lakovic, one of the men who scored for the Skates tonight, bumps into goaltender Carlson and play is called. We were talking about that the only way that you can get things rattling Carlson's mind is to run him a little bit. Lakovic perhaps ascribing to that theory. 11:54 to go in the fourth quarter. Only 6 seconds ticking off the opening face-off. Sasha Lakovic getting ready for the face-off again, deep inside the Oklahoma zone.
Lakovic has been a pain in the, or a thorn in the side of this Oklahoma team all night long here.
Well, he probably invited Carlson for a soda after the game.
Yeah, all right. Hey, boys.
What Steve Chelios said in the interview at halftime. Meantime, Skates with a chance in front. Lakovic missed the puck, and he's got to get back quickly defensively. As Lawrence, a magician with it, throws it ahead, but it's deflected. Nice outside of the skate move there by Chad Siebel. And meanwhile, in the left wing corner of the skate zone, a big hit on Shantz by Lakovic. It's work free. Here's a breakaway pass for Lakovic. Walking in, shoots, Sasha Lakovic celebrating with the fans and the Skates as Oakland takes a 4-3 lead in the opening minute of the fourth quarter.
There are going to be 2 complaints from Oklahoma on this play. The first complaint will be in the far boards as the goaltender looks on frustrated. Lakovic almost went out of the way to ram his defender or his offensive player into the far boards. Then the pass came across the center line, and it looked to me like it was an offsides pass. As you see, the puck was thrown right across there, you see, by Siebel. It went on to Lakovic. Mike Kennedy is right in front of me right now, Dan, as you see the goal go in, and a great shot from Lakovic, screaming, saying that's got to be an offsides pass. You cannot pass the puck across that center stripe. Here at Oakland, the stripe is purple. Nevertheless, Lakovic very happy. And he absolutely destroyed destroyed chance in the far end of the sport court next to goaltender Cavallin. I mean, destroyed chance. Took him completely out of the play. They got all the way back up the court. Took the pass. As you take the second look here, Dan, outstanding work from Sasha Lakovic.
He's 85 yards offside on this play, walking in, it seems, and that's what Mike Kennedy is complaining about, but a nift play. And watch him go after the fans here with a high five. Well, we didn't quite see it, but boy, did he really celebrate in the corner with the fans and with his teammates. Second goal tonight for Sasha Lakovic in his 10th of the year. Assists from Siebel and from Krukel. Now Carey Biet for the Oakland Skates, gives it away. Dale Henry kicks it in deep to the skate zone, but Lafreniere winds it around the boards. Loretto reaches for it, can't get it. Knocked back the other way. Loretto gets it, he's hit hard, but here comes Lafreniere. Headman pass, score! Carey Biet was in front of the net, but I don't think he touched the puck. He was totally screening Carlson, and the pass from behind the red line from Lafreniere goes in. The Skates lead it 5-3.
Yeah, I believe that was Lafreniere that got the goal, Dan. Didn't look to me like anybody touched it, and I was right on top of the play. As you see the dejected goaltender Carlson saying, man, that first goal at the end of the second quarter really has set us coming off slow. Then, of course, the blown call. Mike Kennedy feels that was ridiculous at the center stripe here, and we're 5-3. Lafreniere let go a long one. I was amazed. There must have been a screen there. That's why Carlson missed it.
The intense look from goaltender Lance Carlson as he gives up two quick goals here in the fourth quarter, and the Oakland Skates, in a very huge game for their playoff hopes, lead it 5-3. But here come the Coyotes on the attack as Knox with an opportunity. And it's knocked aside by Mark Cavallin. Fourth goal of the season for Jason Lafreniere. Should say Chris Lafreniere at 1:02 of this fourth quarter. Knox throws it ahead. Off the stick of Lawrence. He's lost his helmet. You can see the shock of blonde hair that he has as he drops it back. Taken now by Hearn. Walking in. Angle shot. Glove save made by Cavallin. And now all of a sudden, Mark Cavallin, who's been holding the Skates in close into this game, has a lead to protect.
That was a nice glove hand from Cavallin, too. And the reason it looked like he just out of the air like a cat snapped at it is because he had perfect angle. He has 25 saves tonight. Of course, there have been 28 shots on him, and it's why Cavallin and the Skates lead 5-3. But here's the goal again. Look at it. It's like a clearing pass in front of the net, and right there, Biet screens for Carlson, and it goes right between Carlson's legs.
Why is this game important for Oakland? That's why. They've got 12 points, 5, 9, and 2 shootout losses. The Skates are still in the playoff hunt. They're just 2 points behind San Diego, and you see Oklahoma out of the playoff picture with 10 points. It's a pretty critical game if they want to stay alive.
Well, just remember there are 2 games in hand also for Oklahoma on Oakland.
Back to action. Dale Henry handling the disc, throws it over to Drevich, winds up, shoots one, stick save from the left wing side, made by goaltender Cavallin. Behind the net, Joe Burton skating forward along with Chad Siebel of the Skates. Siebel took a hit, but grabs the puck. Skates away from a forechecking Burton. Backhand pass to Lakovic, standing right along the red line. Will be blocked there by Drevich as the puck is tied up along the near boards. Coyotes get it back. Here's a great chance. They throw it to the right to Burton. The drive on goal, save made it. It's headed for the net, but somehow Cavallin got the stick on it and stopped the puck.
Boy, some physical play right now as the frustration from Oklahoma coming out right in front of this bench. There was a great tie-up from Lakovic and one of the Coyote players, and then the puck came loose on a dangerous play, and Oklahoma let go a fine shot that the goaltender Cavallin barely got. Look at that shot. Nice, quick, low shot, and there is the skate save stretching out. Oh, putting the puck and stopping it with the stick. Had this been the sport court, Dan Rusanowski, that puck would have been in the net.
Look at the coach's reaction. Mike Kennedy needed that goal. His team is down by 2 all of a sudden, and he says, oh man, let's try it again.
I can't believe that kid is coaching in this league. He plays in the NHL. You'd think that'd be enough to force him to lose all of his hair. Why would he need this job in the summer?
It's called preparation for the future, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
Here come the Oakland Skates on the attack. Lafreniere, who scored in that improbable goal from behind the red line, this time loses the puck. Kubelek reached for it, but the stick of Knox throws behind the back, and here come the Coyotes. Walking in, chance to drive, save made by Cavallin. Lafreniere was defending on Lawrence and partially deflected the puck, but Cavallin made the save. Skates in the attacking mode. Here's Loretto crossing the red line, walking in deep, has a chance. He shoots, stick save, rebound in front, drive on net, taken by Biette. Stopped this time by a diving Carlson and the Coyote defense. 5-3, the Skates lead the Coyotes. Here's a chance for Knox, but he swings the pass, swings at the pass, misses the puck, and the Skates coming out 2-on-1. Here's Loretto, up with Hubelin. Loretto stick handling, trying to get the backhand pass ahead, but he was weakly checked and he weakly tapped the pass, and now it's a big collision at the near side. Should be a penalty here against Oklahoma, but it's not going to be called. Lawrence chopped at one of the Skates in front of the bench below our broadcast location. Over at the near side now. Carey Biette has control of the puck, loses it now. It's taken back by the Coyotes. You can see Oklahoma trying to dangle a little bit more, taking more chances. They need to. 8.5 to go in the fourth quarter. It's the Skates by 2. Henry flips one on goal now for the Coyotes, and it's stopped by Cableton, and he will hold on. And I think we should listen to Coach Sean Clouston, who's probably pretty happy on the Oakland Skates bench.
He should be right now, Danny.
Guys, let's not change our game here, boys. Let's not change our game. Let's forecheck 2 guys hard. Keep the 3rd guy high. 4th guy right on the red line, boys. Let's keep playing our game, boys.
That's pretty basic, Dan. Play your game.
Dig down, dig down. Way to work, Peter. Be careful about the elbow. It's close, okay? Let's go, boys.
Seems like Clouston doesn't miss too much on the ice, does he?
No, he sure doesn't. He's talking about watching out penalties there. He don't want any elbows up, but he's a player's coach. The whole game, his demeanor rarely changes.
Off the faceoff, nice tip by Duberman, and he's got a breakaway. He walks in by himself. He waits, he fakes, he shoots, he scores! Backhand shot by Justin Duberman. What skill! And Lance Carlson looked like Gump Worsley earlier in the game, and now he looks like a guy who belongs in the East Coast Hockey League. It's 6-3, Oakland.
I think you meant to say he looks like Jarmo Milas, didn't you, Dan?
Yeah.
Boy, what a shot from Duberman. Just like, a shootout. You know the breakaways you see in the shootout to determine the winner of a game after the end of regulation when it's tied? That's what it looked like with Duberman as you see him come on in, and he goes backhand and up. One move. That's all he did. One move to the backhand. He waited for Carlson to fall down and commit. Pulled the puck back and flipped it up over the fallen goalie, and it's 6-3. 6 huge goals, Dan. I talked about momentum. I talked about Oakland being tired and the visiting team Oklahoma having more energy. Couple of bad goals like the offsides pass that wasn't called. That can zap your energy no matter how much you outplay the opposition, especially when you're on the road.
Imagine Justin Duberman's nose feels a little bit better, Chris, as he picks up his 10th goal of the season. He talked about it earlier, and he said he hasn't had a great day, but maybe he's had a better one after that.
Well, I'll go up and slap him in the nose once to see what happens.
Here comes Ajakala now for Oklahoma, but no back checking. Neatly kicks it away and spins it up to Lakovic along the boards. Lots of action at the near boards in front of the benches between these two teams. In the fourth quarter, we have less than 8 minutes to go. Oakland was down 3-0 in this when they have scored 6 unanswered goals. They lead 6-3, but here's Ajakala, shoots and answers. He scores for Oklahoma. That makes it a 6-4 Oakland lead, and for the captain of the Coyotes, George Ajakala, that is a huge one for his team.
Well, that's a big goal. Zajakala came in and made really only 2 moves, but he got the goaltender to commit. As you see Mike Kennedy saying, well, it's about darn time here. We got it back down to 2, and folks, we've still got about 7:41 left in this game as Mark Cableton now takes a break, gets his face cleaned up, gets some water into his mouth, and says, okay, let's retool here.
There's a look at the Oakland Skates bench as Coach Sean Clouston was concerned that something like this might happen. The momentum in this game might shift halfway through the fourth quarter. And Zajakala gets credit for the goal, his 13th of the season. That's a tremendous total, assisted by Scott Drevich and by Joe Burton. Time of the goal, 4:19. 6-4 the Skates lead, but here come the Coyotes. There's a 3-on-1. Drevich walking in, he waits, he shoots the backhand, it's stopped. Nice angle coverage there by Mark Cableton, the goaltender. Oklahoma keeping it in, and Drevich spinning with a puck on the right wing, shoots it right on, stick save made, that out of the air, where's the puck? It's right on the goal line. I don't know how that didn't go in. What an opportunity for the Oklahoma Coyotes, and it bounced off a couple of people and ricocheted toward the goal, but that man, Mark Cableton, has made some big saves tonight. Welcome back to the Oakland Coliseum Arena, and it's a 6-4 Oakland Skates lead. The captain, as you see right here, George Zajakala with a huge goal. Let's take a look at it. The pass came up the right side and spinning there. The Coyotes picked it up. Zajakala going right for the net. He's wide open. There's the pass left of your screen, and he just flips it over the diving goaltender, Mark Cameron. That's a huge goal for Zajakala, as he gets credit for that tally.
Boy, that was a big play by Doug Lawrence. You missed it at the bottom of your screen, folks. Lawrence set a pick, and that allowed the captain to go in and receive the pass there. Had that pick not been sent, it would have been a 1-on-2. Zajakala would have never got the shot off. Nice play from Doug Lawrence there to break up one of the Oakland players.
7 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. 6-4, the Skates lead, and here comes Oakland. Robertson, one-on-one, drives a slapper right on goal, and Lance Carlson makes the save. And you know, Carlson has had a real rough second half, Chris, but making a save like that off a hard shot from Chris Robertson is enough to maybe even turn the momentum in his direction as he makes a good save, stops the puck, and makes sure that he gets his confidence. But the plays weren't going that way earlier as Chris Lafreniere scored from behind the red line, and he's going to talk about it with Chris.
Well, Chris, that was one of the more bizarre goals this year. It looked to me like you were trying to put it on there and hoping for either a deflection or something to screen, and you got what you wanted.
Yeah, exactly. Chuck Lario made a great play in the neutral zone there, got me the puck. I had lots of time, and I saw Carey Biek going to the net, so I just tried to put it on a stick, hopped over a stick, and it went in the net. It's probably cool to goalie.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
No problem.
That's Mr. Score from behind the red line, Chris Lafreniere, with Mr. Chef Roadrunner Chris Collins tonight here on Sports Channel. We've got 6:45 to go in this fourth quarter. 6-4, another exciting action-packed game here at the Coliseum Arena. Coyotes trying to get back into this one. Control of the puck in the corner to the left side of Cavalin, the Skates goalie, but they can't get it, and Chelios does. Lead for Sebastian. Has a man wide open. Duberman on the left. He gives it to him, but the puck bouncing goes off his stick and onto the goaltender Carlson. He knocked it away. Shantz at center, loses on the stick check, but trailing the play. Henry has it for the Coyotes. Throws to Shantz. Fan on the shot from the slot. Chelios defending, goes after Shantz in the corner. Can't get the puck. Henry reaches over in the right wing corner, throws it in front. Shantz backhand shot right on, save made, rebound, that is open, but it goes right into goaltender Cavalin. Lucky save there because Shantz couldn't lift it.
Well, Dan, the Skates certainly have what you'd call a second half surge on their mind when they play in this RHI season. They seem to do nothing wrong in the second half. Even in games that they've lost, they've been able to come back. Better late than first half scoring, 1 goal, 21 shots. Second half, 5 goals, 19 shots. And folks, this is almost like a broken record. Or I'm sorry, let me be hit for the 90s, a broken CD. We see this all the time with this Oakland team. And I guess other than causing gray hairs right there. See Sean Clouston?
You and Sebi, you guys got to talk out there.
Now you don't see gray. They cut the shot. I could have showed you the gray hairs on the side where the late second half scoring is causing that.
You were looking in the mirror at your own gray hairs on the side, weren't you?
I think so.
Same haircut, so you could never tell.
All right, lay off.
6-4. The Skates lead the Coyotes here with 5:44 to go. Nice move at center by Drevich, walking in, shoots one right on, kick save made. Big rebound in front. Where is it? No, with a beautiful headman pass, has Lakovic on the left. He winds up, he fakes. Now he spins on Lawrence. He stops the puck. He shoots. Goal! With a hat trick. What a goal. The Skates lead at 7-4 with 5:31 left.
That is the hardest shot in all of hockey to stop. So if you're a goaltender, you're a youth goalie out there, and you've been burned by a guy that does a 360 and then shoots on you, don't feel bad because the pro goalies give up the same kind of goals as the hat trick goes to Sasha Lakovic. He earns these goals. Now watch the spin. See that? 360 spin on the toe stop. Stops, sets again, and turns like he's going to spin again, but doesn't. He fires the shot. Now here's the first spin. The goaltender right now is moving, Dan.
Lawrence gets a piece of it here. Look at that.
Yeah, he does touch him, and then watch. He turned his shoulders perpendicular to the goaltender there and let it go. And the goaltender really didn't know where he was coming from. That's why that puck went in the net. Perfect pick by Lakovic.
What a play by Lakovic. Sly No with a nice headman feed from inside his own zone gets the assist. But now right back behind the Oakland net. The Skates give it away as Lafreniere lost control of it. Worked free now by Shantz on the backhand, shoots, and he scores! Backhand shot down low by Shantz. That's his second goal tonight. And it's a 7-5 Skates lead with 5:05 left. And Chris, can you spell shootout?
Yeah, it's looking like we're going to get your money's worth here on Sports Channel Pacific. As you see Kavalin reset, not really his fault, Dan. I'll tell you what happened. Roman Hubelek was tied up with Shantz. Now watch Hubelek here lose Shantz right there. You can't stick check Shantz. You've already seen him score a goal earlier in this game. He comes right around him. Besides discounting the stick checks, put a great backhander right between the 5-hole of Kavalin. And once again, we're at a 2-goal margin, 7-5. 2 goals are the toughest 2-goal leads in all of pro sports, I think. When you get into a hockey game and a team's got a 2-goal lead, you should cross your fingers and say any kind of prayers because it's an ugly lead.
12th goal of the season for Shantz, second tonight, as the assists going to a combination of Jimmy Magoo and Scott Drevich. Drevich has had a very strong outing tonight for the Oklahoma Coyotes, doing it again. Duberman with a big hit on Lawrence at center off the faceoff. And the Coyotes walk in. Magoo drops it back, stopped by Robertson, throws it ahead. Here's Chelios, 2-on-1 with Duberman against Lawrence, the only man back. Chelios walks in, drives one, but that might have been the wrong choice as Duberman was breaking in on the left wing side. Instead, it was a glove save by Carlson.
All right, let me talk to you about a 2-goal lead and why they're so ugly in ice hockey or in youth hockey or in RHI, because naturally, this is Roller Hockey International on Sports Channel Pacific. 2-goal leads tend to make teams sit back and say, well, yeah, I got a 2-goal lead, so we can afford to give up 1 goal. Not like having a 3 or 4 goal lead where the opposition that is trailing by 3 or 4 goals goes, well, geez, we're down by 4. There's only like 4:40 left on the clock. So, I mean, you know, we're just going to try to get this done and go out and get something to eat and get on the plane and go home. 2-goal lead, you find that the team with the lead lets up a little bit. And, you know, you'd say, well, gee, why can't they stop themselves from doing that? Folks, I'm telling you, in 20 years of professional hockey, every team that gets a 2-goal lead lets up. And, Dan, I think that you would back me up on this. Have you ever seen a team not let up a little bit when they get that 2-goal lead?
Well, I've seen them all let up a little bit, but in this game, you can't let up at all because even a 3-goal lead as the Oklahoma Coyotes had early in this game wasn't enough. And the Skates have come back and forced to take a 7-5 lead. It's different in roller hockey. Right now, here come the Coyotes walking in. Zajankala over to Lawrence, a drive blocked in front. Rebound, George Zajankala has it. He's got a goal tonight. Throws it in front. Lawrence, a drive save made by Kavalin. Rebound, Drevich keeps it in. Goes to Lawrence. Angle shot will be blocked. Zajankala rebound going against Chelios in the corner for it. Worked it free. Lawrence behind the back to Zajankala in the slot. Broken up instead by Duberman, but can't clear. A shot now by Drevich is blocked. And a rebound. They score! Burton on the rebound after Chelios blocked the shot. Gets credit for the goal. And that makes it a 7-6 Oakland lead. And what I tell you about these big leads, Chris, they evaporate quickly in RHI.
They really do. And you look at the clock with 3:57 left. That was all a byproduct of being tired. Look at the skates that touch the puck. 3 skates touch it before it comes up to the top. There's another pass in the front of the net that is blocked. It comes back out. There are 2 skates there. Nobody can get to it. And finally, it's rung on the far side of goaltender Mark Kavalin. But both players that were playing defense were tired, the forwards were tired, and the Oklahoma players were tired. They were really just trying to clear it onto the goaltender and get a face-off, as you see Mike Kennedy, who's breathing a sigh of relief, and Sly No, who's saying, boy, we really need something to happen here to turn this around. We don't want another shutout. Or, I'm sorry, shootout.
Mike Kennedy, for a rookie coach and the youngest one in professional sports at that, 23 years of age, seems mighty calm behind the bench. Maybe he learned that from his coach in the NHL, Bob Gainey.
Yeah, Bob Gainey, I mean, you know, you could be in the Stanley Cup Finals like he was the player with Montreal 7 or 8 times. And, you know, you can never tell if it was a 1 second from winning the cup. Bob Gainey would be expressionless. And the same with Mike Kennedy. And I think that is a very great sign of Bob Gainey as a teacher, that his players know how to handle both successes and disappointments. I think that is one of the big things, because you can't control, Dan, the money of athletes today in the bigger leagues like the NHL or NBA. But what you can teach them to do is learning how to win and learning how to lose as professionals.
8:03 the time of the goal. Burton's 24th goal of the season. Drevich with the assist, and Scott Drevich, as we've been noting, has had a strong effort tonight. He has 1 goal and 3 assists, a total of 4 points for the visiting Oklahoma Coyotes. 7-6, the Skates lead cut to 1, and Sasha Lakovich with a hat trick tonight is looking for more. He throws it on the left wing side for Chad Siebel, but his toss ahead is blocked by Lawrence. almost gave it away to Lakovic. He was looking for the physical play. Now Shantz tripped up by Siebel, and a penalty is called against Siebel of the Skates. This is a big power play opportunity upcoming for Oklahoma, as a goal will tie the score. And we've only got 3:32 left in regulation time here on Sports Channel. With 3:32 to go in the fourth quarter, Chad Siebel is looking from the inside out in the penalty box as he gets a tripping penalty. The Skates, you see, with a 1-goal lead. This could be a critical penalty on the home team as the power play coming on for Oklahoma. Next Wednesday, the San Francisco Giants take on the Central Division leading Cincinnati Reds, and only Sports Channel brings the action home to you. Sports Channel Game Time gets you started at 7 p.m., followed by the game at 7:30. Once again, the Giants won 6-3 today. And how about that game, the Reds and Giants? Those two teams executed a blockbuster trade today as Mark Portugal, Darren Lewis, Dave Burba going to Cincinnati, and Neon Deion Sanders, along with a couple of other players, coming back to Candlestick to become Giants.
I hear that Neon may sign with the Raiders now. Did you hear that?
Could happen. You never know.
Just a rumor I thought I'd start.
I know that Carmen Policy is probably having a big celebration that Deion Sanders is in the Bay Area for his baseball career as we get back to action here. Mark Cavaldin almost gave away the puck in front of his own goal, and it's a big power play for the Oklahoma Coyotes. They have it inside the Skates end of the court. And Lawrence has it on the point. Goes to Drevic. Shoots. Save made. Nice stop. Kick save made by Cavaldin. Rebound Robertson clears it all the way down.
That's nice to take seconds off the clock. Precious seconds here. 1 minute exactly on the power play. 3:01 left in regulation.
Power play hockey for Oklahoma. They're down by a goal. They need a goal here to tie it. As Chris just told you, they got less than a minute to go on the power play. Here comes Lawrence, lugging it to center across the line, walks in, drops it back. Shantz a drive right on. Nice glove save by Cavaldin. He came out, cut down the angle, and made a nice play.
Yeah, that was a nice play from Shantz and the goaltender Cavaldin. Shantz looking for the far corner of that net, and Cavaldin took it away from him. Also, when you shoot it up high like that, Dan, you're looking to handcuff the goaltender. Now watch the passing. Lawrence makes a nice wide attack at the net, then brings it right back to the top, and look at the one-time shot. That's something we do not see enough in this league here, because it's effective. I don't know why more guys don't use it. That is the quick shot. Instead of stopping, winding up, and then shooting the puck and allowing the goaltender to time your shot like Cavaldin did. We've seen Cavaldin do in Carlson many times tonight. Get those quick shots off, because then the goaltender can't react as quick, plus he's rolling and he can't get down onto the floor as easy or up again.
2 minutes and 42 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. 40 seconds to go in Chad Siebel's penalty for the Oakland Skates. Power play opportunity for the Oklahoma Coyotes. This is their fourth power play. They are 1 for 3 so far. They've had one shot on this power play, 6 total before this thing started. Shots on goal 42-41 in favor of Oakland. This has been a real testy night for the goaltenders.
It's a testy night for the linesman as he throws both the skate player Chelios and the Oklahoma player Drevic out of the face-off circle for a moment. Says cool off. Now come back down. Actually, Drevic gets to stay. Chelios is out.
Sebastian steps in for Oakland and takes the draw, and he wins it, but along the boards. Good job by the Coyotes to tie it up. Throw it back to the point, and Lawrence has it. 30 seconds to go on the power play for Oklahoma. Goes to his left to Shantz. Back to the right side to Lawrence. He stops it, he throws it in deep to Shantz. He throws the pass in front, looking for a deflection, but Burton tipped it wide. 18 seconds left in the Oakland penalty, and the Skates clear it. But it'll be controlled by Lawrence. He'll throw it ahead quickly. Time winding down to the penalty. 10 seconds left. Here come the Coyotes. Burton drops it back for Lawrence. Walking in. Throwing to Drevic. Drives one on net. Save made by Cavaldin. That's a huge one. Penalty just about over as Drevic throws it in deep, and now the Skates are back to full strength. Shantz centers it off the skates of goaltender Cavaldin. In back of the Skates net now. Picked up by Chelios. Flips it ahead. Batted down. Here's a breakaway for Krukul if he hurries. He's checked by Burton as he walks in, and he loses on the check to Burton. Siebel out of the penalty box, gets the rebound, heads in front, diving is Carlson, the net is open, the puck hits it, he scores! Krukul combining with Siebel and Chelios in front, makes it an 8-6 Skates lead with 1:40 to play.
What great effort from Oakland just to kill off that penalty. Their goaltender was being screened left and right. They kill off the penalty. They come down the court. They fight their way into a breakaway. That gets racked away from good defense from Oklahoma, but they still have presence of mind to get this puck. Now, after the break and the puck was knocked away, Siebel came over and got it in the far boards. Now watch him fight between two Oklahoma players right between the legs of Lawrence, gets the puck out. The goaltender dives, touches the puck, backhander. Look at that great play, man. Right there, follow up by Krukul to take the 2-goal lead.
Hanging out on the crossbar. Jason Krukul gets credit for the goal, and Lance Carlson looks dejected in the nets for the Oklahoma Coyotes. Only 1:40 to go, and Sean Clouston isn't exactly smiling yet, but he and the Oakland bench look like they're in calm and confident control of this one. Krukel's fourth, assisted by Siebel and by Chelios at 10:20 of the fourth quarter. The Skates again with a 2-goal lead, 8-6. Coyotes not quitting, to their credit. The late penalty coming up here as now it's tossed back the other way. Looks like it could come against Oklahoma. We'll have to wait and see. A little confrontation, and I don't know, it's going to go against the Oakland Skates. Kerry Biette headed in. He's going to get a holding call.
Boy, Dan, I have to tell you, I've seen some pretty ridiculous calls, but I mean, with a minute 20 left and the puck 65 feet from the net and a scrum of players and a guy grabbing onto a jersey, I mean, I realize that the league, the RHI, has tried to cut down on the delays that we've witnessed here on Sports Channel of 20-25 minutes, but that call there, I got to tell you, that was weak. I mean, I can't believe he made that call. This late in the game, play it on, boys. It's part of the game.
You saw a moment ago a couple of extra gray hairs on the left side of Sean Clouston's head, and he's watching his players not exactly guaranteeing themselves a victory.
Robo! Robo!
Talking now.
Robo!
He wants Chris Roberts.
Robo! Robo!
That or it's his favorite movie, RoboCop 1, 2, and 3.
I'd venture a guess that he wants Robertson to do something special on the faceoff. Lance Carlson is back on the Oklahoma bench as Coach Mike Kennedy has pulled him in favor of an extra attacker. 1:20 to go, fourth quarter, power play opportunity. With the goalie pulled for Oklahoma, that's a two-man skating advantage, and they need 2 goals to tie. Off the faceoff, Lawrence has it behind the red line. He's got to control it here. He tosses it on the right. Handling it now is Zijankala. He stick handles to the corner. He centers it in front. Nobody there. Oklahoma net is empty, and the Skates get it back. 1 minute to play. Sebastian shoots just wide of a net. Just wide, and it's not an illegal clear, but this time it's off of Robertson and up into the seats. All Chris Robertson was trying to do is wind it around the boards, but it went over the low glass. Jeff Sebastian still thinking about that long shot toward the empty net that just missed. With 51 seconds to play, the power play with the extra skater on continues for Oklahoma, but the Skates lead at 8-6.
Yeah, that was a nice shot from Sebastian. It's always, you know, you can make those shots, Dan, anytime during the first 3 quarters of a RHI game or a first 2.5 periods of an ice hockey game, but it seems like the last minute when the net's open and you're that far out, you just can't seem to find that net.
Timeout has been called by the Oklahoma Coyotes. Coach Mike Kennedy wants to talk things over. There you see the Skates side of the bench. Now you take a look at Mike Kennedy instructing his players. He's going to put his best players out there. You know something, Chris? I've seen 2 goals scored in 51 seconds a number of times. We've seen it tonight, in fact. The Oklahoma Coyotes are a very talented, experienced team. There's one of them on the right of your screen, Dale Henry, who knows what he's doing. Shantz on the left of your screen has 2 goals, and Burton's a veteran in this play.
They got their goalie right now, Rope. You might want to just throw it forward. Hey, you might want to just fire it forward here.
Instructions for the face-off from Sean Clouston. He's referring to that empty net that you're looking at. Oklahoma Coyotes have that goaltender, Lance Carlson, on the bench instead of in the net. And it is an 8-6 Oakland lead. Pretty much of a gamble here. The power play exists for Oklahoma for the rest of this thing. The face-off is in the Oklahoma side of the court. They keep the goaltender out. The gamble works. They have the puck. Lawrence throws it ahead to Drevich. Whistle. Offside the call with only 42 seconds left. That was awfully close, but it definitely was offside.
And it only benefits Oakland now. As you said, 42 seconds left there. The penalty is just going to run all the way through the end of the game. So
we can't stand up.
They're going to be shorthanded here. They got to not worry about that and worry about clearing the puck out and taking time off the clock.
3 attackers for the Oakland Skates, and 5 are out there for the Oklahoma Coyotes because they pulled goaltender Lance Carlson for the extra attacker. Kerry Biet in the penalty box for the Skates. Once again in their own zone with the goalie pulled. The Coyotes win the faceoff. The headman pass goes off of an Oakland stick and bounces back behind the Oklahoma net. 30 seconds remaining in the game. There's an opportunity now as Lawrence skates it out. 25 seconds to play. Lawrence walking in, throws it in front, deflected, loose, controlled by the Skates. Zajankala can't get it back. Good job on the left wing side there by the Skates as Siebel swings it down.
Nice work from Oakland to clear that puck out and play tough defense.
Way to work, boys! Way to work, boys!
Seconds remaining in the game as you hear the offside pass being called against the Oklahoma Coyotes. They've been trying to just get away with it at least once during the course of this final few seconds, cheating on the play. And why not? Gamble on it. Maybe you force the linesman to miss a call.
Good solid effort all night tonight, boys. We didn't give up. We didn't give up, boys.
Clouston already beginning to congratulate his team.
Well, he should, Dan. They've made outstanding efforts tonight. They've worked very hard. Back-to-back nights are not easy in any sport, especially RHI. The travel isn't the greatest in the world. You know, it's tough to fly coach when you're a big guy. You've got sore bones and get up and play less than 18 hours later and pull one out when you're down by 3.
Final seconds ticking off, and it's over. The crowd celebrates here in Oakland, and so do the hometown Skates as Sasha Lakovic kisses at the camera. He had a hat trick tonight, and the Skates coming back from a 3-0 deficit. Coach Sean Clouston, a happy man, heading off as the Skates celebrate with goaltender Mark Kavalin. They win it by the score of 8-6. And there's Corey Catton, the backup goaltender, coming out with a big grin on his face for a hug with goaltender Mark Kavalin. Kavalin faced 42 shots, stopped 36 of them. He had an outstanding game tonight, but then again, Sasha Lakovic had the hat trick. He was the man of the hour for the Oakland Skates. Sasha Lakovic right now is on the court at the Coliseum Arena with Chris Collins.
I know this has got to be one happy guy. The biggest, look at him in there, Hammond. You know, he just got himself a camera, Dan. I don't know if you're aware of that. He bought it in Vancouver, and he couldn't wait to show me that he bought that camera. All right, now that you got the camera and you've hammed here, talk to me about the hat trick tonight.
Hat trick, I got a hat trick. Unbelievable. I don't even know how I got him. I just shot the puck.
Now this guy's a buddy of yours, the goaltender there, so you know a little about him. You tell the boys at halftime just keep shooting the puck on him?
I told you in the first quarter. I said he's good for a while, but as soon as you get that one bad goal, you just have to shoot on him, and that's what happened. I was just shooting.
Well, certainly some of your shots were great, especially the third goal and the hat trick was splendid as you came on top of it.
It's that stop I showed you. I put on the stop, I seen the defenseman coming right beside me, and I put on the Jets, and then I stopped, turned around, and I just shot it.
Listen, congratulations on the hat trick, and good luck to this team the rest of the way.
Thanks a lot, thanks.
Okay, all right, Sasha Lakovic, Danny, the hat trick at Oakland, finally gets 2 points on Sports Channel. They finally win, so you've got to be happy about that.
Sasha Lakovic celebrating with the fans behind Chris Collins. There you see Sasha just giving the high fives to everybody as he led the Skates resurgence at the Oakland Coliseum Arena tonight. Final score, 8-6. The Skates beat the Coyotes. Sasha Lakovic with a hat trick. The Skates celebrate. The Oakland Skates beat the Oklahoma Coyotes 8-6, and there's the back of the twine that was resounding with pucks all night long. Want to remind you our next roller hockey telecast here on Sports Channel takes place Thursday at 7:30 p.m. Chris and I will be on the air with the San Jose Rhinos playing host to the Vancouver Voodoo. And on Sunday, join Rich Mahoney and me for live CISL action. The Seattle Sea Dogs at San Jose Arena against the San Jose Grizzlies. That's Sunday at 6 o'clock, professional indoor soccer action. Chris Robo-Robertson and the rest of the Oakland Skates are happy. Jim Magoo and the rest of the Vancouver opponent, the Oklahoma Coyotes, are not very happy. Unbelievable comeback for Jason Krukel and the rest of the Oakland Skates as they win it 8-6. For Chris Collins, I'm Dan Rusanowski. So long, everybody.